Oh, we're alive.
Okay, welcome back to Lands Beyond, our campaign 2 here for the Roll Initiative. Last we left off, you had met Jessox and Delilah in the Magic Motel. After a night's rest there, you staked out the area for the piano tryouts they were having. Only to, with a perfect nat 20 roll after a lot of performances, get a perfect intimidation on Luther, and he revealed himself. He immediately cast a spell to dominate person on Jessox in the room, while Delilah and the bandmates were in the back room deliberating. As he does so, Jessox raises his cannon arm towards all of you, and we start battle here. We start with Kaelinor. You're up first, and Vesper on deck.
Do I need to update the battle map?
I need to move the player icon now to
See the
that.
before
Nobody
deciding.
told me.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm trying
There we
to
go, I've
add
seen
our
that.
battle map real quick to the stream.
Oh, this a much bigger area than I would.
Could you orient me on this map real quick?
Sure.
Oh,
Where
I'm
would you
not
like
even
to?
launched.
I see us in the bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the one that looks like the queen?
That's Chrysanthemum, the old lady, and Toppertip, the cat.
Okay, I see our
Luther's
villain.
here, and Jessox is there. The
Okay.
back room is the store right there.
Gotcha. And which? Wasn't
This lad's a lot different than I imagined.
I
Maybe of
thought I
imagination.
recalled circling the room as we were antagonizing or approaching this man, but I don't remember how it played out. Would you prefer me to just stay where I am?
What do you think you would have been closer? That's fine.
I was circling the room, closing off exits in case someone ran.
Gotcha.
I
So
don't-
the only exit is this yellow bit that I drew right there.
Okay, so I'd be like here.
Cool. And I knew Morgan was close to the door, so that's why I kind of positioned that down there.
This is not how I imagined this.
I like it. It's very different.
Okay. Kaelinor, you're up.
Okay. I would like to.
Who's on deck? If
Me.
you don't mind.
Vesper.
Vesper. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
already
would
know.
like to activate my blade song. Burst of wind comes out of me, and then I go super fast. I am going to. I lost track of my tab with the battle map. There
Do
it
you
is.
sing?
No.
Oh.
I would like to. Nope. I gotta click select tool. Take 2 squares of movement and jump up on this table here. I'm going to hold. Actually, I want to make sure I'm in range. I think it's. Yeah. I'm gonna hold out my hand with my. Oh, also I'm gonna pull out my sword. But anyway, hold out my hand with my arcane focus. And I'm gonna like make a fist, and I've got like this projection coming out that like shows an arcane rune, probably like acid. Initially, I'm gonna rotate my fist slowly, and it's gonna like click through a bunch of different runes, like I'm toggling a switch. It's gonna land on a lightning rune. I'm gonna kind of pull my hand back, pull the rune to my hand, and charge up a level 2 lightning chromatic orb. Throw it at
Amazing.
Luther.
Sick.
Okay. Do I need a saving throw, or is this roll to hit?
That's a hit roll.
Medic orb. Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Oh, it was almost a 20. That's so sad. 13 probably doesn't hit.
It does not hit, unfortunately.
That is tragic. Anyway, that's my turn.
Okay.
No, nothing else. No movement that you want to say anything.
Not at this time.
Are
Need
you?
any residual effects on the ground?
Not in 5e. In Baldur's Gate, yes, and it's really cool.
That's why I always confused it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's
After
the
Vesper is Maeve.
Here's the plan. I need some ruler action. Are these 5 squares?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 feet square.
It's a bit more than 5.
Your mom's 5.
I could do that. Okay.
That'd be odd. I don't know.
sorry, Theo. Forgive me.
I'm gonna move toward the bar situation. Can I hit him from here? Can I see around this? What is this in the middle? Maybe.
The thing in the middle is, it appears to be like a tiny version of a foundry, like a compact version of a foundry, and you see pneumatic tube going up into the ceiling above it. You also, importantly, would see pneumatic tubes in the 2 corners of the room here.
Okay, word. So is it like, is there a space in the middle that I can see through? Is it one big column?
It's like it looks like a big ol' clay oven.
Oh, so it's a solid thing.
Yeah.
So I just shoot around it. Can I make this shot?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toward the bar, 40 feet of movement on my first turn. Drawing my bow as I run, and it's the big recurve ivory bone bow that you've seen on Vesper's back. And I'm gonna go ahead and take the attack action on this man. For my first attack. I'm gonna roll physically. That's an at 1.
Okay. Unfortunately, does not hit.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
I'll take my second attack for my first attack action on my first turn.
Who are you attacking? Sorry.
The bad guy.
Luther.
Okay.
Luther.
Ebenezer.
Wait.
Uh,
Who are you
16
wanting?
on my
Ryan,
second.
You're not in front of Luther.
Correct. I'm
Okay.
shooting
Okay.
this man with a bow.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Beautiful. Okay.
Oops.
D8 plus 3 is 5 plus another 1 for Dread Ambusher.
Sorry, that was already getting too repetitive.
Just a D8. So 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 damage on that hit. Thank God I got 2. And I'm gonna mark him as a favored foe because I hit him with an attack roll.
Nope.
I don't have to concentrate on it, but if I lose concentration, I lose this mark.
Makes sense.
The first time I hit him on subsequent turns, I'll add a D4. So I don't think it counts for this one.
Does he have to make a concentration check on the dominate person?
He would. That's a
Oh, you're
good
right.
attack.
I did 9.
That's why I went with the high level spell. I was hoping to knock him out of it, and then I fucking whiffed.
Easy.
He passes. Passes the check.
Okay.
Keep hitting him. Keep hitting him.
That is unfortunately my only attack. Nobody is injured, is that correct?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not
Is
yet,
that-
indeed.
Then I'm gonna say to this robot guy, hey, you might want to leave if there's a back door.
Uh-oh.
As you say that, he, like his eyes, which only appear to you as a sort of glassy light, just like turn towards you and change to red. And he's just like ready to fuck you up, and he moves his arm cannon towards you, unspeakingly.
Oh.
That's why I asked. He's scary.
Okay.
With that, Maeve, you're up. Actually, before, sorry, as you shoot first of all, this chromatic orb and the first arrow at Luther. He dodges both, of course, manages to get out of the way, and then he essentially looks around the room and says, "You've caught me unprepared. To kill any of you now would be so needless and messy. Time to go." But he does not get to move anything yet, so Maeve, that's you.
Alright. I'm gonna walk. Wait, 5, 10, 20. Like here. And then I'm gonna use Defile Ground as my bonus action.
Yeah.
So that's gonna look like fog comes out from like where Maeve is and kind of like circles around the ground where Luther is. In a 10-foot radius, the ground is gonna basically be like super blighted and rotten and yucky. So I do that.
Yucky ground. Let's see.
Yeah, mad yucky, dude. And then
Oh yeah, can you add a circle?
Yeah, I'm gonna
ooh,
get a little
That'd
thing
be
out
sick.
here.
which is let me see. You guys can walk on it. It's not difficult terrain for you guys, but he is for him.
Roughly.
Just
that's
saying.
it.
Massive.
Nice.
Yeah. And
I burn it?
then
Oh, nice.
for my action, I will, if anyone sees Maeve, you'll see her reach in her pouch. She's gonna take out this stick, kind of like a twig looking thing, and it's all messed up and like rotting and blighted and gross. And then she'll like, and it will create a surge of thorns from the ground in a 5-foot wide, 10-foot long line.
Ooh.
Yeah, for a dex save against 13.
Does it say 10 feet long? There's no way, it shouldn't be 10 feet long. It should be longer than that, but
60 feet long.
okay.
My bad, I can't read.
I just want to make sure that I made
60
you think
feet
good
long,
enough.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And he needs a dex save?
Yes,
Is that it?
against 13.
From this range, you just see Maeve wave a stick and thorns shoot up, but only for like 5-10 feet in front of her, and then stop.
Yeah, that would...
He got a 31, so he passed.
Holy fuck!
Oh! Okay, yeah.
Noted.
That's fine.
Noted.
Shit.
Was that a crit?
It wasn't at
But
20.
half damage.
Yeah.
On
Damn!
success, half damage. So I should still
Oh, that's good.
roll 2d6, and it'll be half damage. And then would that still work for the, like... Hold on, 1 second. Let me do this first. On Defile Ground, it's when a creature in the area takes damage from an attack. So that would still count, because it's taking half damage,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
So that's an extra 1d4 necrotic damage.
Hey, speaking of extra 1d4, I do get that damage, by the way, on the turn I mark it. It's a 1.
Let's go.
Get fucked.
Okay. Gotcha. So, 1 damage from
Super delayed, like,
half of 11 is going to be 6 plus 4, 11 total damage. Yeah, got it.
Concentration check.
yeah.
Passes on the first instance of Maeve's damage. And another nat 20 on the second, so
Hey,
Use
fuck this
natural.
guy.
Wow.
the dice are in his favor today.
I'm sure they are.
And with that, anything else on your turn? Up next is Luther, and then it's going to be Ren, and then Morgan. Okay. Where is?
I just realized how stretched out Ebenezer's picture is.
Yeah.
He's extra wide.
Ebenezer, the horizon.
Ebenezer, I'm
Huh?
going to need a wisdom saving throw.
Why?
I hope you get mind control. I'll come over and beat the shit out of you.
An excuse.
16?
Unfortunately, it does not pass.
Alright, hold on, hold on.
You
I want to see if I can reroll.
Wait, me too.
do I have anything that can allow me?
I don't think
I
you
can.
said that.
Just say no.
I can't.
You are level 3, my guy.
What
Okay.
happens to old geezer?
You feel from the inside of you, your muscles tense up and unable to move as he casts Hold Person on you.
Arthritis.
Isn't that
I
concentration?
am the most
Yeah.
deadliest, so I understand.
Double concentration.
Is it concentration? If it is, I will cast something else.
It
You already
is.
concentrating?
What? No, please. You can abduct the old man. Give us back the however what level artificer. Excuse me, sir.
It is indeed.
If the DM wants him to use 2 concentration spells on me,
You shut the fuck up.
It's canon, he has 2
Alternatively, how
brains.
much HP do you have? Ebenezer?
No!
Disintegrate.
This is what I wanted.
Disintegrate.
Good night.
This is what I wanted to avoid.
Good night.
17.
Good night, sweet prince.
Good night.
You have 17 health.
Yep.
I also have 7.
It
What
gets
the
lower
fuck?
as you age.
I mean,
Spellcasters, man.
Weak
wizards, man.
bitches.
Roll these.
I think Callum had the weakest health, period, the whole time.
That's
Okay.
probably.
Did you have less than me?
Yeah. By like 2, you had more Warlock than I did.
He instead cast Sleep on you.
Ooh, I take a nap.
So you go to sleep.
That's
What
so
happens
on
to a
brand.
Shocker.
What happens to Lizard?
Val, let you decide that. Do you think Lizard would sleep like take whatever conditions you have, or
I don't think
alternatively,
so.
if Lizard doesn't, Lizard is now vulnerable.
Yeah, but I
dies.
think it would make sense for Lizard to still be active.
I would like to hit Lizard.
What the
I want to make it clear that if Lizard has separate anything from you, I could kill it.
Yeah.
That's a.
It would make I mean, vote here. It would make sense
destroys
for
their whole
Lizard.
character.
It is a
man.
familiar. I mean, you can just recast it eventually. It's not like
Yeah, it's not like Lizard's got it
Real.
forever.
Oh, like
But-
ritual cast it again?
But like,
Uh.
I don't know. It makes more sense to me that Lizard would be its own.
This is very Kled and/or Ratatouille
Mhm.
of you.
You have to do enough damage and it spawns.
I will make Lizard its own entity in this case.
In this case,
Okay.
commit.
I just like that this thing that we're calling lizard is a fucking ferret.
It's a weasel, isn't it?
It's a weasel,
Yeah, it is a weasel.
mother effer.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Same difference.
And
It's an
name is
otter.
Lizard.
Is there any way to break someone out of
Oh.
sleep?
Wake
Hit
them up.
them.
Smack 'em.
Hitting him. Yeah.
Like a health action. I
Luther
think.
is going to take 1, 2, 3,
I think they have to be attacked. Zach,
7.
It has to be an attack. It can't be help.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
I'm
fun.
not sure.
He's going to move this much closer into the group.
Old choice.
And he just grins from ear to ear. With that, Ren, you're up. Just Morgan is next.
Was the terrain that Ivy made specifically not?
Oh yeah,
difficult
that
for
was
us?
difficult terrain, so he might
can't
be a
get that
little.
far. He can go right here.
Good
Okay.
call.
I like that better.
That's marginally
Uh,
better.
Personally, I don't like that better.
As all this breaks out, by the way, Tippy Tip and Chrysanthemum fucking freak out and try to run for the door. And they have enough movement speed, so they are fucking leaving.
Where's
They
the
don't want to
tiefling
go.
baddie?
Tiefling Baddie is back in this room with her band right now.
Oh, okay.
They're out of there.
I will move into melee. As I approach, I'll be putting my Hexblade curse on him, which again is that withering rose sprouting from his chest.
His lapel.
And I will take,
His lapel.
his lapel. Yeah, I'll take a swing with my sword, and let me make sure that I remember.
What disadvantage are you imposing with your Hexblade curse?
Oh yes.
What's that?
Doesn't that curse allow, or is it Hex, not Hexblade?
This is the Hexblade curse separate from the spell Hex.
Gotcha. Right.
No check or anything for that, by the way. It's just, it's there.
Gotcha.
I get +2 to damage rolls, crit on 19 or 20, regain 7 HP if he dies.
Sick.
So I'll take a swing with my sword. 4 to hit, being crit. I crit.
No, you crit on a 19 on the die.
What?
You crit on a 19 on the die, not a total of 19.
Oh, yeah.
Is that? On a roll of 19 or 20. Damn.
10% crit is pretty good.
21 hits, I imagine.
Yeah,
Yes.
16 hit.
Okay. Roll for damage. 9.
Incredible. What does it look like as you swing at him?
It would be a one-armed overhead, like heavy slash. I'd be probably, like knowing my character, I'd probably be fucking aiming for the shoulder if it's possible to land a hit on that shoulder again.
Yeah, in fact, it probably would come down and it would certainly leave a mark on that, and you would see on his face like the pain of being hit there again. He does, however, pass yet another Constitution saving throw.
This man is
Anything
crap.
else on your turn?
I wouldn't say anything yet, I don't think. I'm good.
Okay. Fantastic.
Jason.
Morgan, you're up. Then we have Jessex in between, but then Ebenezer next.
I'm gonna move there to reform the barrier that Ren moved up from.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna cast a fireball.
Fireball.
Nat 20!
Heyo.
Alright.
Balance.
Amazing. I thought you said fireball, and I was like, there's no way Morgan has fireball.
7 damage as crit. Big said.
Oh.
Wow, unfortunate. Let me
Big
roll.
said. Can his...
He hit a 7 exactly on that one, but he does pass.
What?
It's concentration checks are 10 or half the damage taken.
Oh, is it whichever is higher, or?
Yes, I believe so.
Higher. Yeah, it can't be lower than 10.
Gotcha. In that case, he fails on that one.
Haha!
Okay, so
You see
Yeah.
Jessok's eyes go back to blue. He moves his arm cannon over towards Luther. Anything else on your turn, Morgan?
Nope. I don't think so.
Fantastic. In that case, Jessok is going to take a turn here.
I was dead.
Firebolt crit came in clutch.
Oh my god, good shit.
He is going to fire the Eldritch Cannon that is mounted to his arm. So let's see if he can
Badass.
hit.
It's all right.
Fine.
We need a dex saving throw from this man. He's gonna
Say this guy was
really good at
elvish. Luther,
that?
is he elvish?
that. You don't know for sure.
Okay. I thought there was maybe context there.
I think he
I must
looks
be
like Dr.
misremembering.
Facilier from Princess and the Frog.
He does have elvish facial features. One thing you would notice is that he does have rounded ears, though.
Half elf.
Maybe.
Half.
Okay, so passes that, which means he gets half damage on this cannon. For 6 points of damage, as you just see his arm light up like fucking Mega Man and fire essentially a big Eldritch Blast out of his arm there.
Wow.
Nice.
Luther takes his hit, and that's going to be Just Lex's turn, leaving us to Ebenezer, who is, I believe, currently asleep. Let me make sure that you don't get to roll any sort of thing to wake up here.
If he was asleep and the concentration was broken, would that not mean that he is also awake?
Sleep is
Sleep
not
is like
concentration.
concentration.
So true.
Look, sleep isn't concentration, guys.
Hey,
sleep
sleep
isn't
isn't
concentration.
concentration.
In the top right.
The cog. My fault.
Dude, what the fuck?
No, unfortunately, you don't get a roll.
Okay,
apologize.
can I have Lizard attempt to wake me? Technically, it does get its own turns. It goes after me.
Sure.
in
Do
turn
you have
order.
your familiar stats up?
I don't know if it actually has a stat sheet for sure. Let me
He's making him up. He has a plus 30 to
Busted
hit.
as
let me
fuck.
double check here.
200
And that was
HP,
strength.
Plus
20s
30 to
across
hit.
the board.
Damage is 1d4 plus 0.
Has the power of God and the enemy on its side.
On it, so yeah.
Your familiar acts independently of you, but it always obeys your commands. In combat, it rolls its own initiative and acts on its own turn. Oh,
It has. I can send you the weasel.
the familiar can't attack,
attributes right
but it
now.
can take other actions normal.
There's the weasel stats for Find Familiar. He has 1 HP, but does have a bite attack.
Hog. I did think that he went directly after me, but I guess he takes his own initiative. Do you want me to roll initiative now that he's entered combat?
I suppose we'll have to do that, yeah.
Oh, that might fuck you.
Well, I'll say this though: if he gets a better initiative than you, I will allow you to place him right after yourself.
Okay, cool. What do I roll?
It's a dex roll.
Yeah.
D20 plus dex initiative.
Okay. D20 plus 3.
Huh?
Damn.
Definitely better than Ebenezer.
He does, so he can go ahead and try to bite you if you'd like.
Okay, yeah.
We'll just keep the weasel. Send Eb home.
Ebba Weasel.
Bite, melee weapon plus 5 to hit.
For 1d1 damage.
1d1 damage. So another d20, right?
Yep.
D20 plus 5.
Oh, that hits me.
That, I mean, even
What?
without the plus 5, that hits you.
Oh.
This
Yeah, Ebenezer is woken up by
This guy has.
Is your AC 9?
Yes.
7, 9. Oh my god.
Oh, lizard! Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
Where did the weasel bite you?
On the ear.
On the dick.
I actually imagined the ear this entire time that he was gonna nibble on his ear.
A history of dick biting lizards in these campaigns.
Nope, not this one.
So true. So true.
So
Alright,
true,
Ebenezer will
Dusty.
be like, oh, I knew I should have stretched. And
Take that
get
one
back
damage.
up and get going. Lizard will reattach? Or is he gonna be separate until the end of the battle?
We will keep him separate to the end of the battle.
Okay. To
you
be
can put him
clear,
back on you if you want, but
he is definitely in his usual spot, just out of his collar here.
fantastic.
And I think my turn is. I don't take my turn.
I think that is your turn waking up, right? Or at least your action? I don't know.
No, I think they did that in Baldur's Gate, but I don't think
No?
that's a rule in 5e. Let me check though.
If you're downed, you don't get the rest of your turn.
If
Well-
you're down, you use movement to get up. You
If
have
I
half
could-
your
I
movement
meant
to
like
stand.
dead.
Oh, that might be true.
I imagine I could get up but not take my turn. Because Lizard did go after me. Internally.
This
Oh,
is
good
true.
point.
Oh, okay, yeah. If that's how we want to roll it. I mean, Lizard did technically roll better than you, but yeah, I guess I said he would go after you.
I mean, you can let me go if you want.
What could you do?
Cast a
Spells.
spell?
No, I think because of the lenience of allowing you to do that, I am gonna at least
Okay, that's fine. I appreciate
move on.
that though. Ebenezer's gonna.
And after that, anything else on your turn, or anything else that you'd like to say? Or
Weasel.
do?
Nope. I thanked Lizard and mentioned I should stretch. I should have stretched this morning, and that's it.
Fantastic. At the end of your turn, Luther's going to go ahead and take a legendary action here.
I would like to cast Counterspell. I don't have
Yeah,
Counterspell, but I would like to
Shame
cast it.
wasn't a spell then. What? Let me see. Ren does a 26 hit.
Don't even
No.
do that.
You're a fucker, you know that? You're a straight
Uh,
fucking scum fuck, that's what you are.
He
Why would you
just
even
goes
fucking
for
ask
a
that?
normal ass melee attack on his legendary action, and it does 8 points of damage.
What does he have for a
When
weapon?
you,
He's got a small rapier. Pulls from his side and just whoosh,
all seriousness though, you said 8 damage.
8 damage. Yep.
It'd be piercing, right? If it matters.
It doesn't.
It is.
It doesn't matter.
Stab.
And that's his legendary action. That's all he gets there. Which brings us to Kinfeth, Kaelinor on deck.
Yeah. DM, can I have retcon that I'm standing right there instead of right there? This is where I was. This is where I'd like to be. I can't do.
You know, that's
anything
where
on
I
my
imagined
turn
you.
If it's not my turn.
On the table.
Sure.
There's no table. That's
sure.
a fire pit. Come on.
I just want to be standing close to the fire
Somebody
so that I
go
can
get her.
fucking do anything on my turn. All of my
Yeah, alright.
conditions on my turn are that I have to attack first. If I don't, I'll just run up that far.
Man, imagine being
not
able to do anything on your
anything.
turn. Imagine that. That'd
Shit,
be...
motherfucker, you fell asleep.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, this is 40 movement if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 movement. 9 times 5 is not that amount. I don't think I did the math right.
That sounds right to me.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna. So you just
Hit
pulled a rapier out, right?
He did.
Okay, I'm gonna set my staff down next to me, and then I'm gonna square up to this guy and try and take an unarmed strike at him.
You have a 10-foot reach with your arm?
I'm a bugbear.
Do you have a 10-foot reach with your arm?
Yeah.
I'm a
Oh.
bugbear.
Is that a damage roll or you to hit roll?
That is to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
Wow.
Beautiful. 7 damage. I'll go
Poor
ahead and
Fantastic.
I'll drop my staff and then kind of like I'm imagining like an anime type of thing where like I kind of duck down for a second and then he just gets hit and then I'm like back 10 feet away. And then I'm gonna spend one of my key points to cast Fury of Blows
Flurry of
and hit,
Fuck.
and hit him 2 more times unarmed. Oh, that
Monk
one doesn't
shit.
hit. That one also doesn't hit, does it?
I didn't see it. Nah, neither of those hit. No.
Okay,
Spilled
then I'm just
Baki.
gonna.
He sees you approach and is unprepared for the quickness of your first punch, but he is able to dodge the next 2 as you see him being nimbled. But I mean, Bugbear just walked up and fucking smacked the guy, so that's amazing.
Yes. Oh, and
Anything
then
you'd
I'm
like to
gonna. If I have it in my notes, I'm gonna say her name. If I don't, her name is Delilah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey there.
Delilah, get out here! And then I'll end my turn.
Sure. She actually does have an initiative order that she will respond to on her next one.
Sick.
With that, Kaelinor, you're up, and Vesper on deck.
Question. Could I jump from where I am to here and stay on top of the table?
If you give me athletics check, DC 10.
Athletics?
Mhm.
Not acrobatic.
You can
Depends
have
on-
whichever. Either one.
So I get advantage on acrobatics checks when I'm in my blade song. So I would prefer that.
All
How
right. I mean,
fancy
it does
would
make
be?
sense.
Make it. Tell us how it'll
acrobatics
be
DC 10.
acrobatic. How will it be acrobatic, Mr. Blades?
Fucking like, flip. Straight up.
Vesper
able to-
says, "Do a flip."
I do a flip.
Start doing the help action. Do a flip.
Then I'm going to run across this table behind Kinfat, jump down here. Can I stand here without being on top of a table?
That would be on top of a table. But you can make me another acrobatics check if you'd
I
like.
didn't have to make an acrobatics check to just get onto this one. Do I have to make an You know what? I get advantage. Fuck it.
If you're going up onto it to end your turn, yeah, I'm gonna make you.
You already did a flip. Might as well.
Doing another flip
Do another flip.
with advantage. Double natural 20s. It
What?
is the most beautiful series of flips any human or elf has ever fucking seen.
You kick flip the whole
As-
table.
And
As you go to jump on the second table, the wind from your blade song bursts underneath you, and you look like fucking Galadriel in the new remake show or whatever. Just fucking
fuck yeah.
perfect leap, land on one foot, poised, ready to strike.
I come straight out of landing that flip into a slashing motion down at him with a booming blade.
Incredible. Go ahead and give me a roll to hit.
16.
That'll hit.
So I just do, because of our low level, I just do sword damage, but then if he moves, I get a d8 of thunder damage.
Hey,
So,
he should be taking flanking. He might roll again.
oh yeah, do I get to roll with advantage?
Yeah. I mean, well, you already hit, but you can try to hit crit if you want.
Crit.
Crit.
It was a nat 1, so like, you know,
We'll
Take
the
it, take
16.
yeah.
One type of a crit. The bad kind.
Right. So 8 slashing damage from the sword, and then if he moves, I get a d8 thunder damage, in addition to the multiple opportunity attacks.
Fantastic. Anything else on your turn?
Don't think I have any bonus actions that are useful. Double check. Nope, I'm holding tight.
Fantastic. Vesper, you are up.
Vesper, seeing people converging on our target, our objective, will the measuring tape. That's good. Well, he was squared up on this fucking robot, and then has reason to not, and turns around and sees flipping. Oh, nice! And then he's like, well, this is getting weird. And he like with bow in hand, I guess, like crosses his arms, and the ring on his ring finger just like, you know what I'm saying? And he, and there's like a burst of light and feathers, and mirrored on him, and not quite centered on Dr. Facilier, but it is a 10-foot radius, if you will. So I think I can get all of you guys, but it's most important that it is on him and on Ren. And Luther will take that is my ring casting of Wither and Bloom. So the ground, like Talia's
Arrows never
ground when she cues, right? It's just like whoosh, and is like fucked up and cuts in the ground and like vines growing up, and he takes some damage. Depending on his save, I guess. Depending on his save.
What kind of save?
A Constitution 13.
He fails.
Fuck yeah. Okay, 2d6, 5, and doing damage on my turn on a marked enemy is a d4. That's another 4, so 9 total. And while you see this happen, all of you guys in the area, you see this like violent tear in the ground, and it feels like atmospherically darker in this area. You feel warm and comfortable, especially Ren. What is your hit dice, Zach?
My hit.
Your hit die on your short rest die.
I think it's D8.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Go to take a short rest. What does it say?
It's
Mine's a D10.
D8.
Is it a D8? Okay. Oh, that's one of these. Mark one of those off for me. You heal for 2 HP.
You're like forcing me to short rest, and how much did you say I heal for?
2, unfortunately. But yes.
Interesting.
Oh,
Cool.
I think it's just 2.
Boy,
Oh,
saw
plus
that.
my spellcasting modifier. So that's 5. That's 5.
better.
So it's better than your short rest,
Super
potentially.
dope.
It is.
And you especially feel this warmth and fireflies out of Ren while like this atmospheric fog is happening. I can move. But will I? Where did you see where did you say, I'm sorry, the practice room was? I missed that thing if you did.
Top right.
Oops. Build right.
Top right?
This door right here.
Okay, I'm going to attempt to move as much that direction as I can while still being able to hit stuff. And that's my turn.
Up next is Maeve. Then we have Luther and then Ren.
That was awesome, by the way.
Alright, so if I move my land thing on Ryan's, will it mess his up?
No. No, mine isn't
But the whole thing of mine is to mess it up. So
Mine's
I feel
fucked
like
up.
it might.
Mine
might
is
just be
particularly,
fucked
but yeah, it's fucked
Okay.
up on purpose.
Fucked up but
Alright.
comfy.
Comfy
Wow.
to certain
Alright.
people.
Does that affect everyone in its radius?
It affects all enemies and one target positively.
And Ivy's?
I think it's the same.
It's not difficult terrain for you, but I think the like taking damage from it on like it says when a creature in the area takes damage from an attack or spell for the first time on a turn, it takes an extra 1d4 necrotic damage. So I don't know if that's like
What is it called?
first from when it's moved there.
Any
It's called
limit
Defile
breach
Ground.
Right.
Don't think about it too much. Would Maeve
Do what
make
you
that
would do.
decision?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I should have asked after you did it.
I'm gonna
You
move
said you were
it
gonna do it.
over.
Do it.
Right.
Yeah, sorry guys. You guys can move though, it's not bad for you. So, fog again. I didn't realize how similar ours would be, Ryan. That's funny.
I
Fog
wanted
again
that
comes from
feature.
Maven and just. Huh?
I
I'm sorry,
wanted.
I apologize. I should have said something after.
Oh, that's funny. So it moves over there with more fog. So now it's super double foggy. I don't know if that'll
That will do.
be bad. And then I'll just use my action to turn into a bear. So I need a whole action for that. Spiky bear.
Rawr. You can move.
I'll
I'm
just
gonna represent both of you now.
I'll just use my action. Turn into a spiky fucking bear. Just.
Yeah, casually, I'm just a bear now.
What a use of the word just.
Amazing. Okay, so is there any immediate damage when that gets moved, or just when he takes damage again?
Just the first time he takes damage from it being there, I think.
Gotcha.
So
Maybe. Okay.
Okay. Anything
Or
else
is
on your
that-
turn?
No, that's all.
Foster,
Bam.
this matters on how you rule it, but it says when a creature takes damage for the first time on a turn.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm assuming every person's turn, they will have the chance to add a D4 to it.
Mm-hmm.
We also only have one thing that is doing attacks to us. Never mind. I'm thinking about.
No, yeah, I think this is a net positive for you guys.
Yeah.
All of you get to add a D4 to them
Yeah.
as you hit him.
But he only gets one attack on any of us
Right.
potentially.
Okay. Up next, he's going to take his turn here. See, this is what he was going to do.
Yeah, have
after
him move,
the
Foster.
next thing.
Have him
Have
move.
it move.
Have him move and take 3 opportunity of attack.
Yeah,
And my booming blade thunder damage.
and difficult terrain.
Do it. Do it. 4 if it gets to Parker. Do it. I dare you. I take it back. I don't dare you. You're the DM. Don't.
You get bad dice.
Smited by DM.
Yeah. He's just gonna cast greater invisibility on himself, and he vanishes.
What the fuck?
If he leaves our range, do we still get opportunity attacks at disadvantage?
I believe you still need to be able to see him.
Don't we get a perception check to see if we can see him? Because he
You
gets
can-
like a +10 because he's invisible. If
You
he's rolling for stealth.
you can roll. Let me roll his stealth
4.
with a +10.
I hope it's a 4.
Also, if he walks, I get a D8 thunder damage on him, even if I don't see him.
Oh my god. Wait, I gotta add.
That's a big number if he's saying it like that.
Favorite foe doesn't help me track, guys.
Plus. God, I don't. Okay, wait. 9 plus 7, 8, 28. You rolled a 38. Can anybody beat a 38?
Yeah.
No.
What is it?
No.
So
Excuse me,
No,
let me go get black real quick.
So does he then walk any steps in any direction after doing that?
He does, yes. So
So
he
that-
would take booming blade damage.
And then he has to make a concentration check, correct? With my one.
Oh
measly
yes,
damage,
yes.
proccing, a 10 DC concentration check.
Let's see here.
Oh god.
He passes.
Fuck that.
So
Um,
I don't know how far into the weeds I can go here, but thunder damage is sound damage.
it
correct.
is. Yep.
So it would make a noise where he is or where he's going.
Opportunity attack
Also,
with
it's
disadvantage.
the
I'd like
it's
to swing my sword.
it's that damage plus a D4.
Had to,
Add this.
I suppose technically that's
They
true.
are
If
two
that
separate
matters his check.
instances, right?
Do I roll a d4?
I will allow you to roll an attack with disadvantage if you'd like.
Me too.
Even if I'm just swinging into the air, like not.
I mean, yeah, you can't see him.
Like I'm just trying to connect with anything. I'm not even trying to necessarily do damage. I'm just feeling, right?
Yeah, I definitely with disadvantage though.
Okay.
You're swinging at an invisible target.
Can I do that as well?
Wait your fucking
yeah.
turn.
And also, do I get the d4 necrotic damage from Ivy's thing?
Yes. But this is his turn, so only one of you gets it.
Well, I attacked him.
Will
Mine
that
would've
change the
gone first,
concentration save?
He would still pass.
Yeah, I figured.
But so we get to attack with disadvantage now.
Yes. All three of you can attack with disadvantage if you like.
Nice. Absolutely.
15
Does not hit.
Damn. AC 16, guys.
Yep.
Writing that shit
For
down.
now.
Eat shit, you invisible bitch. Nat 20.
But it was
That's
disadvantage.
a 12. A 17 still hits, but not a crit.
Yeah, who cares? I still hit him.
Concentration check. After you do damage.
Ren, are you also? I want to get your thing here as well, so I can just roll as many as I need.
Sure. I was just making sure. Okay. I was trying to check and read my Hexblade Curse because I want to make sure there's nothing that does. Okay. I only rolled once, but that's a 19, so.
That'll also hit then. Let me roll a few concentration checks as you guys swing at a sound, trying to take this man down.
Wait, it's disadvantage check. How did you only roll once?
I think he has advantage from his Hexblade Curse.
I
Is that
also
true?
rolled. I also neutralized it because of the flanking. We're swinging at a target in the
Well,
middle of two people.
No, you're not getting the flanking bonus on an invisible target.
I think that's bullshit because we're filling a 5-foot void with weapons.
So, building the Gloomstalker Ranger, you can't hit what you can't see.
This is me granting you this ability to even swing already. We're not
Yeah.
pushing the edges of that.
I'll roll a second time. Doesn't hit.
I rolled twice. The first one he passed, he failed the second one, but since the second one does not hit, being Ren's, he does not break concentration there.
Son of a bitch.
That still being his turn.
Yeah.
I am going to take him off the field and track him myself. Yep. That's going to be the end of his turn. He continues moving. You don't know exactly where. And Ren, that's going to be you.
Is it obvious that Kinfath connected with him?
Yes, in fact, you would see like a splash of blood as that happens.
Describe
But
that.
nothing like sticks to him to reveal him.
In which direction?
He moves. You are able to tell that he connects with Kinfath kind of between Ren and Kinfath, so he's moving that way in general, you know.
Knowing that the door's in that direction, I'd like to, shit.
Now?
fire?
I have light.
I'd like to let me know how you'd rule this.
Sure.
But potentially getting a little creative here. Seeing the direction generally like this way, knowing the doors here, I'd like to take my blade and cut my palm. And
Okay.
then as much blood as I can draw in 6 seconds, I'd like to then take my hand and almost like I'm... Have you ever like spread like fertilizer or something in your yard? You know, that like fanning motion that you do
Sure,
side
just-
to side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to scatter this blood as quick and as fast over a wide enough area as I can and look for what hits.
Is that gonna damage you?
Yeah.
I'm assuming it would. Or at least
Go
give me
ahead
the
and
effect.
roll a damage die on your weapon against yourself.
Oof.
Or damage die, sorry.
21 damage.
If you want to take 21 damage.
Well, you hit yourself.
Oh!
Ooh.
10.
10 points of damage as you do so.
a lot
You
of blood.
throw this blood all across the door. You are able to confirm he is not escaping. You have essentially cut off his escape, though. If he tries to walk through that blood on the ground, you'll see the footprints.
Dope. I feel like that's an attack. I will... Is consuming a good berry an action, I assume?
Yes.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm trying to...
I'm glad that everyone who can cast spells goes before me in order.
I will move just out of the shit and stay put. Kind of guarding the...
How
The
far
area,
away
I
am
guess.
I now? Oh my god.
That'll be it.
Fantastic. At the end of your turn, Luther's going to take a legendary action, and Ebenezer, I need an opposed strength check, please.
Oh.
This is a grapple. Surely he would be revealed from invisibility for
If it's an
taking an action.
If it's an attack,
A grapple's an attack.
Oh.
is it?
A grapple is considered an attack.
Oh my god, I got a 17. That's crazy.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Uh,
The old man woke up with brute strength.
I
Oh!
have to roll very high. I'm gonna roll this from
Table roll?
Ebenezer, because I don't have a table roll in this campaign yet for some reason. He also gets a -1 to strength, so we're gonna need he's gonna need a 19 or a 20 on the die to actually grab him.
My god.
That's a tie.
Reroll
again.
Tie.
Guy goes to the defender. I don't know
Does
that
it?
that's true, but I'm saying it.
I didn't see his roll for some reason.
He got an 18 like
It
you.
was
They're
your
stuck
roll.
in like a really intense arm wrestle.
Yeah, what the heck? Like, I'm just like.
Well, if it's opposed, wouldn't it theoretically be... Wouldn't the attacker's
So
roll
reading
be
the-
that's a hit?
I'm
Or
reading the
the-
rules as written right now.
it's dex or strength because initiative tie is
Nothing
dex
happens.
difference.
Nothing
Oh.
happens.
But he comes out of invisibility.
He does.
Yeah,
He comes out of invisibility with a knife to the back of Ebenezer's neck.
Oh shit.
Did I feel
He
him
made it
attempt
all
to
the way
grab
over
him?
there with half movement.
He only gets half movement for 10 feet.
He's a legendary creature.
And he's also
True, he's a
quite
commander.
quick.
Foster, did I felt him try to grapple me. Like, we
Yeah,
struggled.
he tried to like grab around you from behind to like hold it to your neck. You feel it, and you're able to like slither out of it, but he is poised there still with his I guess his rapier, not a dagger, but
I like to
poised
maybe
at the
think
back.
like he derobed, like I like snuck out by like kind of like getting undressed and letting him hold my robe.
Why?
I imagine. I'm
not
imagining
Why?
Ice King underneath.
I'm not
If you-
naked. I have undergarments. I'm not
There's
a
just
monster.
another robe.
So please describe to me exactly what Ebenezer is
Old man
wearing
in a
now that
trench
he
coat.
has done this.
It's kind of like
I haven't imagined-
It's kind of like trousers that are like baggy, kind of. That would
And that's it.
for pants, and then like he's wearing like a t-shirt
Okay.
with like I don't know the proper terminology for this, but like sleeves that kind of like go outward.
Yes.
I don't
Flared.
know.
The
Flared,
flared
yeah, it's
sleeves.
a good terminology there.
Anyway, now that Ebenezer's naked.
He's not.
Party
During that
begins.
struggle,
Um,
Lizard
but-
transitioned from the front of me to behind my left shoulder.
Where he has the rapier held?
It's a knife.
It's to my knowledge, he's just behind me, pointing it straight at me, isn't he? Or is
You
it to
wouldn't
my
know, you
side?
can't
He's
fucking
just
see.
up on his shoulder now. It is just kind of behind you, yeah.
Then yeah, Lizard is behind my left shoulder. Freaking heck, this
That's
is
gonna be
scary.
his legendary
Why?
action. Moving us to Morgan.
Morgan's gonna
me?
cast Sword Burst on himself.
Amazing. What does that do?
Just imagine, it's circle of spectral blades around me, and any creature around me. And
So if they move into range, they take damage.
yeah, to D6 of force damage. If they
Gotcha.
beat a
Aurelia
dex of
W?
12.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
I
Okay,
think that's just
amazing.
the thing that happens one time. I don't think it's something that like stays around you.
Is that a bonus action or action?
It's an
What's
action.
What's the duration?
It is a momentary circle of spectral blades. It is just a one-time thing.
No.
What's
Okay.
the duration?
Never mind.
Let's go stand
I'm gonna
behind him and do it.
New
I'm a-
ability.
How far away is he now? Too far away. Okay.
Aw.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna try and mind sliver him.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Beat a 12 intellect, so he's gonna beat it, pass it.
It's a 12 intelligence saving throw. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I said intellect, didn't I?
Same thing.
Same thing.
We do what you mean.
He does pass.
Mm.
Just barely. He actually got a 13. A 12 plus 1.
Motherfucker. Alright. I'm gonna take another step back and just put my ass in the door.
Good plan.
Alright, that's it. Have fun.
At the end of your turn, I'm just going to take a second to say what he says in this moment. He looks out to all of you with this sword at Ebenezer's back. I don't know who you people are, but if you care about this old man even a bit, I'd let me walk out that door.
Meh. Fuck, okay.
Noted.
Amazing. With no response from the room.
He can't hear us, guys. Who is that?
Don't do it.
Up next is Jessox, actually.
Fuck yeah.
He is going to... What is he going to do?
That was the longest singular turn ever, by
Which one?
Which one?
the way. The bad guy's turn just lasted like fucking years. Everybody
Morgan's
took
turn,
opportunity attacks.
Oh yeah, Ren
did
and
the whole
Morgan have
thing.
gone in between, but
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That's true though. We also had to argue about the mechanics of making opportunity attacks
Yeah.
on an invisible dude.
Because we're still on
I
that part of the
just
initiative.
gonna make another cannon attack here.
Holy
Blast him.
fuck.
Well, good thing that we know this guy doesn't
Yeah.
give a shit about Ebenezer. Jesus. Somebody missed the speech that was just given. Good lord.
Saves the dexterity.
Far away.
Oh.
What did he say?
And he does try to hit Luther. It's gonna be half damage.
Well, it was nice knowing you, buddy.
Was it?
It doesn't hit me.
Half 17.
Wow, what the fuck?
We give him. He rolls 3d8 for his cannon.
Fucking A, dude.
Artificer, baby.
That's gonna be 9. Yeah, no.
Have a what?
8 points of damage. To Luther there. He takes it, and Ebenezer, you do feel the blade start to dig into your back. Up next, though, is Ebenezer's turn.
All backwards.
Stressful. I'm gonna Misty Step.
Away.
Misty Step here.
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
Top of a table.
Yup.
Buddy, come get it.
Behind Kinfath.
Smart decision.
Good plan.
To kind of like, Lizard would have like turned around a little bit, looked for a good opening to TP to. Ebenezer will TP there behind Kinfath. Kinfath, I would like not to die today.
That makes 2 of us, friend.
And I think that's all I can do because that's a spell.
You don't have an action?
It's a bonus
It's a
action
bonus
spell.
action spell, but you cantrip. Cantrip.
Can I cast a cantrip?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You guys an action cantrip if you have one.
cool. I will do that.
Cantrip.
Do you have one with enough range as the conjuration?
I have acid splash.
What's the range?
60 feet.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Go for it. That sounds like a great way to deal damage.
So after I've speaking to Kinfath,
Yes.
Ebenezer will form acid out of thin air and lob it.
Excellent
towards-
choice.
Sorry, I'm new to spellcasting.
You don't, I think it's a deck save for the recipient.
It is indeed.
Doesn't
A
that leave-
target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 acid damage.
1d6?
It's a cantrip at level
drastic.
3.
It's a
It gets-
cantrip, but
it
it's
gets
also
higher.
a saving throw cantrip. Ass.
He
Does that-
passes.
Does
Okay,
that
so I don't
leave
think he
any
takes.
residuals on the
It does
ground?
not.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Disregard my shaking of heads. I thought it would leave. I thought it would leave poison on the ground, and I have
Of
to
all
get.
its heads.
It does
Oh,
not
okay.
do anything if it misses. So. Ebenezer, in his panic state, does throw a lob, and it kind of falls short a little bit. But can you blame the guy? He kind of just,
Blind.
you gotta...
Killing
can't
him.
yeah,
see.
he's blind.
Shaking his head. Ignoring the fact that he also missed his spell today.
Amazing. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. On Delilah's initiative, finally popping up here, she is going to bust out of this room. Like, the fuck is going on in here?
There's a bad man.
Ah, fuck.
That art
Well-
is badass.
Yeah.
Let's kick his ass.
Working on it.
And she is going
Where's she
to.
at? Mine's not updating.
Way at the top.
1, 2,
Oh, I see.
3, 4,
High five.
5. High five's on the way by. And that's as far as she can get. Let me see if she has anything that's in range here.
Dash action.
Throws guitar.
She could. She's going to cast a firebolt.
Odd.
Which actually means I'm going to put her here next to Vesper, so she has a better chance of hitting. To benefit you all.
Fireball.
But she does it for
Fuck yes.
9 points of damage. Wow.
Another high
Way to go,
five.
Delilah. You see her in a very bardic sort of way, but she's not a bard. She like strums a guitar to conjure her magic, and as it comes out of the top of her strings, it dances onto her hand, and she casts a firebolt.
Not a bard.
And
though.
that's gonna be her turn, leaving us to Kinfath with Kaelinor on deck.
Sick. So while Luther teleported behind Ebenezer, you guys would see Kinfath kind of like. And then as Ebenezer appears, he'll like look at him and say what he said. And say, Ebenezer, you've saved me a great deal of thinking. Thank you, my friend. And he will, without his staff, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I would like you guys to imagine that as, since he's a bugbear with no weapon, like on all fours, jumping forward to leap and then running down. And as he comes up, he's gonna throw a left cross as an unarmed strike.
So is the staff by Ebenezer? Just to be clear here.
Yes. The staff is right, actually really close to where you're standing.
Okay.
Oh, baby. So there's my first attack for max damage.
Amazing.
Wow.
And I'm gonna use
Beautiful.
a key point to flurry of blows as well.
Fucking love monk.
Yeesh, that doesn't hit. That does. That does.
That does.
Beautiful. So you'll see Kinfath kind of like dash over and then get in a stance, throw a left cross. I'm gonna say he feigns a right because it missed. And then he's gonna come with the left kick and kick him right in the like kneecap, on the outside kneecap, to try and like fuck him up. And then he'll retake his stance. And that'll be his turn.
That's a very MMA video game of you. I can't remember the name of it, but you know what I mean.
UFC.
Yeah, UFC. Yeah. Incredible. That leaves us to Kaelinor.
I am going to step down off the table I'm on. 2, 5, and I'd like to, if I may, acrobatic check to flip all the way over this table rather than landing on it to get over here for my full movement. Hopefully.
Sure.
Roll this
Yeah.
advantage.
Give me advantage acrobatics, DC 10 again.
14. That was a close one. I'm going to do that run, and as I am running, I'm going to hold my gauntlet arm behind me, conjuring a ice knife, and then as I land from the roll, I'm going to kind of like land the ground on one knee and flick the knife to the side and throw it at him.
Nice.
Cast that. Roll the hit.
barrel roll.
Natural fucking 1. So I don't hit him, but he still has to roll a dex save for the cold damage, which is a
Okay.
DC 13.
Is that the one that leaves shit on the ground?
In Baldur's Gate,
He passes.
There's something that does
Uh,
that in D&D too.
fuck. So I don't do anything with that, but that's great.
Flipped over a table.
Yeah,
That is
I mean,
pretty
you look cool.
Doesn't even
Almost
take
as-
half damage.
Almost as useless as Ebenezer. Funny.
Mine was cooler.
Miss yourself.
You were
Scott.
running
mean,
away.
I beat a grapple against this guy. That's
true.
That's pretty
That's true.
cool.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Vesper, and then Maeve.
So, seeing Delilah run out of this room, strum a guitar, and then do some sick fucking damage, Vesper's just like staying next to her. He's like, "Your father's lettuce has made you an incredible warrior." And then I'm gonna go back to somewhere over here. Yeah, I can go here. And I'm gonna try to hit this man again with my bow shot. That is this one. 7. 18 hits, I think.
Yes, it does.
Okay. G plus 3. Fuck. 5 plus the favorite enemy 3. 8 damage.
Gotcha.
I know Ren has taken even more damage. Would I be able to observe if the bloody condition is affecting Ren or not? From here.
From where you are.
Across the room, 40 feet away.
What is the threshold for bloody?
Half.
Yes.
I can observe this.
Mm-hmm.
Is he bloodied?
He is.
All right. I am bonus action healing wording after this arrow, so it flies, and then the bow lights up, and another arrow shoots out of it and hits Ren, and then turns into fireflies. And Ren heals for 5 again.
Sick description, by the way.
Thanks. Similar feeling. You see like a black inky arrow of death, and then you feel really warm, and then the spectral arrow turns into fireflies again, and you heal for 5.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That is my turn.
Fantastic. Maeve, you're up. Let me get Luther and Ren's after.
Alright. So I believe I can still do this even in wild shape. So I'm gonna move the circle back to him. Is that?
I think you can.
Yeah, it says up to 30 feet though. I move it as close to him as it can be.
15.
Close.
He might still be like on the outside of it, but not in the center. I don't.
I am going to put the center of it just within range. So that would be here. That is going to. That's the center. That's a line. It's a line, everybody.
That's
There it
Kinfest
is.
staff,
Yeah,
guys.
it
It's
is.
Kinfest staff.
As it is on the way at bonus action to recall it to my hand.
Ooh.
That's badass.
It's gonna go
I
right
know.
there. And just get him on the very edge.
Cool.
The other one is
And
still.
then
Ryan, does your circle remain?
It
Or
does.
Is it just like a one time? Okay, cool.
It
So it's both of those
stays there. Yeah,
Cool.
the effects don't last.
I see.
I don't think.
didn't I go here? Which was 35. And bears have 40.
Hell yeah.
And then I swing on this hoe. So multi-attack. Multi-attack, so 1 claws, 1 bite.
Go ahead and give me some rolls.
And they're both +5. They're both +5. Well, cool.
Okay, first one does not
Okay.
hit, unfortunately.
14.
Oh!
Ah.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just, growl at him. Brah, you know what I'm
Big
saying?
old bear comes
it.
towards Luther. He does look a little shaken by the fact that a big bear is coming at him, but he is able to sidestep both attacks.
Kinfeth
Right.
is initially scared at seeing this terrifying bear, but then he realizes that it's you, and he is once again taking
Cousin,
sides.
hello.
Oh, hey, Jeremiah. You're not Jeremiah.
Okay, on Luther's turn,
No. Pass.
what does Luther do?
Skip.
How many
What
people
does he
you
do
have
to
that put him
Ebenezer?
sleep?
Nothing now. He ran away like a pussy.
Luther is gonna go ahead and cast Dominate Person again.
On who?
Let me see actually what the range is, just to be sure I can do this.
Kinfeth.
Pick me. Pick me. Pick me.
I'll whoop your ass, son. I don't think you want that.
Probably.
Wants to smoke.
How much HP do you have again?
17.
How much HP do you think I have?
20.
I have 31.
I have 22.
What?
You
Okay.
don't want the smoke, brother.
Going to move
Okay. What's your AC though?
10,
16.
15,
18. As a wizard.
20, 25.
I would like to take an opportunity,
30.
attack of opportunity,
Me too.
as he leaves.
You sure can.
And
You
Maeve
can end
would
up
also
here.
get one. Was that with difficult terrain, if it mattered?
Yeah, he moved. I counted 10 on the first square.
Okay.
Both of you go ahead and take your opportunity attacks.
Mine misses.
With a +5.
Dude.
Oh
Damn.
no.
That's
What's going through Maeve's head as multiple attacks miss in a row? Like, how is she feeling?
She's mad.
Dude,
Mad.
their ankles are just.
Yeah.
Anyway, he does move up here, and then he is going to cast Dominate Person on Jessox again.
God damn it.
Counterspell.
Yes.
I don't believe Vesper has one of those.
I
You
would
wanna
still
fucking
like
bet?
to.
I don't have.
So let me. Well, okay. The way this math works out is that Jessox needs a nat 20 to avoid being charmed. So I'm going to roll from any one of your. I'll do Ebenezer. And just roll a d20 to the
He has a 20 spell DC? Or
He has a
19?
19, and
I
Jessox
guess-
has a -1.
Holy shit!
Fuck.
What save is dominate person? Wisdom?
I believe so, yes. Let me double check that, but yes, wisdom.
I don't like that.
So Jessox once again eyes glaze over red, and is poised to attack. That is going to be Luther's turn, leaving us to Ren.
I will. Hold up my sword, one arm over my head. It'll start to glow in orange yellow, and as Iris starts to shoot from the blade, I'm gonna slam it down with another overhead attack aimed at Luther.
Fantastic.
What's the range?
Is that a dex save from him?
That is 5 foot wide, 60 feet. I can use some of my movement if I'm out of range.
You're 40.
You're fine.
Constitution saving throw of. Shit. What is my save DC? Is there an easy way to find that?
It's on your
Should
spell,
say
top
in
of
the
your
spell
spells.
description.
He rolled an 11, yours is a 14. He does not pass.
Fuck yeah.
Cool. So 2d8 radiant damage
Damn.
for 4 damage, but he's blinded until
yeah.
my next turn.
Oh, that's
Nice.
huge.
What happens with blind effects?
I believe he has disadvantage on all attacks.
Do I have advantage against him?
Is this also a concentration roll?
Blinded. Blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls
nice, yeah.
have disadvantage.
It's weird that him being blind gives
Yeah,
you advantage. I guess
what?
he's not dodging.
Well, so part of like
I-
AC is being able to avoid attacks, not just.
Right, yeah.
So literally, that's why Dex matters.
That's true.
I put this link in map and info. It's to Roll20's website.
That's the
this
one
one.
I pull up every time I look up a condition. I'm like,
Same.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So he is blinded until the start of Ren's next turn or end of your next turn?
Until the end of my next.
Fantastic.
Fuck yes.
I'm double checking now. I'm fact checking myself. Blinded until my next turn. So he'd
Okay.
be unblinded on my next.
Gotcha.
And then I'll use combination movement and Misty Step to plop behind him.
Gotcha. Incredible. So you raise a giant sunbeam and then instant transmission behind this man.
It's incredible.
Fantastic. Do you say anything or do anything else on your turn?
Oh my Ramu.
Shindaru. I can't think of anything witty to say right now.
That brings us to Morgan.
Me when all this.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile.
Ooh.
Yeah, baby.
It's a good choice.
Question:
Yes.
does he have to make a concentration check for the damage rendered?
Oh, he would. Yeah. For 4, so
Oh,
he needs to
on
get a 10.
Robot, yeah.
He passes.
Would Magic Missile be 4 separate checks?
Yes.
I think so. Yeah.
That's great.
It's
yeah.
3
They're gonna
darts,
be
but yes.
10s,
Oh, it's 3
but
level 1?
They have to hit though.
They do.
No, they, are,
They're on
They
hit.
just do.
Magic Missile
Always hit.
always hits.
They always hit.
Concentration
Unless you
killer.
shield.
It's
That's
Glintstone
awesome.
Shard.
Alright,
Tracking tiny damage.
The MM behind
I-
9 stands for Magic Missile.
I'm holding my sword and I wave it, and 3 red bolts dripping come out, and then they go.
Amazing. Go ahead and give me your damages. A 4, a 2,
Oh fuck!
and a 2. Hey,
Tragic.
you know what? 8.
But
Pretty good.
That's 3 concentration checks. That's what that is.
3
Oops.
10s,
Nope, he's not
right?
taking 89 damage.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so he adds a +2 to these. I'm going to roll them all on the board here.
Cool.
Meaning he needs an 8 or higher on each of these 3. Here's the first one. It's a 19. Pass.
I don't think he passes.
I think that's a.
Second one. A 3. Does not pass.
Yeah!
Yes!
Concentration killer.
And just for fun, a 2.
It fails twice!
Double fail.
Cancel his
Double
next
fail.
concentration spell.
Morale is shattered.
Amazing. Anything else on your turn there, Morgan?
Nope.
Great. At the end of your turn, he's going to take a legendary action and recast Dominate Person.
Can he do that when he can't see the target?
Oh, maybe he
Oh,
does have to see.
yeah!
That's a good point. me
It
check.
might be choose one target that you see within X range.
That you can see within range. He can't see at all. That's a good ass point.
Fuck this dude!
And his stupid hat, too.
What can he do blinded? That's the question.
You can try and run away.
I'm sure he has more than Dominate Person and Invisibility.
Only spells he knows. Greater Invisibility is a 4th spell, isn't it?
Dominate
It
Person is a level.
No, wait, Greater Invisibility is a 4th level spell. Check here.
I don't think so.
If
don't
this
think so.
changes anything, I know this is gonna seem silly.
Mhm.
Landing out of Misty Step, I would have said something like, "Boo." I know that seems simple, but like, maybe it scares the shit out of him and prompts movement. I don't know, but I would say something so he knows that I'm there.
Okay. Word.
Well, now he's just gonna dominate person you.
Can't see him.
But he can
What he
feel
knows.
Indeed. Yeah. All right. Well, he doesn't have to be able to see for this one, so this is what we'll do.
Power would kill.
Centered on Maeve, but it's going to be able to hit both Kaelinor and Kinfath. I need an intelligence saving throw.
+5.
Good luck, Kinfath.
13.
For me?
Just still
Guys, bears have -4.
No!
Oh,
wait,
Wait, what
do
is
you?
it? What's your total.
You
your
make during your
stat would
rolls.
Stay the same. Yeah, it's only physical stats that would change with the wild shape.
Yes. You're not
Okay.
polymorphed. Polymorph is
So-
different.
So I just wait. What am I doing? I'm rolling.
You're rolling
intelligence
your-
constitution or your intelligence saving throw as Maeve.
Okay. Thank the Lord. Oh,
Never mind.
That is a
Never mind.
fail
Bro,
from all
switch your
three.
dice.
yeah. Damn it.
So. Alright, let's see what damage happens here. This is his big old damage move.
Oh, that's great.
Don't worry, guys.
Awesome.
Got you.
Everybody who got hit takes 26 points of damage.
I'm down.
Only to the bear.
Bear is gone. How's Kinfeth doing?
I'm
bear's
bloody.
He said he had 30 something. Out of
I'm bloody.
He's
character.
kicking.
Additionally, for the next 1 minute, ability checks and attack rolls have a negative d6 added to them for everything you do for the next minute.
Does that include him?
And not himself, anybody who was hit by
Okay.
it.
And oh, gotcha.
What was the spell?
You don't know.
Synaptic static.
What did we see happen? I don't know what that is in
Oh.
character.
What you see essentially is just here, let me see how it describes it. Well, it looks like psychic energy, so I don't know exactly how to describe that, but what I'm imagining is sort of like, you know, the old Professor X gif of just like the bloop 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 coming from his head. That's kind of what I imagine, just like as a wow wave that goes out in that spot.
Confeth will probably fall to his knees from that.
That's entirely up to you if you'd like to. Yeah. That's going to be that legendary action. But it is Jessox's turn. Who I suppose will try to go ahead and roll the hit with advantage. With his no, he should use his cannon again. It does more damage. Nine disadvantage on a saving throw. Boy, does it just not matter with this guy. He does take half damage of 9, so he's gonna take 5 damage from Jessox's attack there. 3d8 got a 9. That's wild.
Wow.
But that does bring us to Ebenezer.
I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere. On top of this boy. Not on top because I don't want to hit Ren. So the Flaming Sphere would be right here.
How big is it?
It has a 5-foot radius.
Holy shit! It's its own entity, right?
It's what?
Like when Flaming Sphere is summoned, it's its own entity, correct?
No, I move it around. I control it.
Yes,
It
to what you
doesn't-
mean by that, Zach.
Yes.
It doesn't join turn or an order.
But it is a physical thing that can be moved and does stuff.
Yes. Sorry. Nothing fancy to this. Ebenezer will just like do some hand motions, and the flame will like sort of just like appear, like expand outward from that spot, and as it expands, falls to the ground. Let's see here. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. Creature takes 2d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay.
It says as a bonus action, you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, that creature must make the saving throw against the sphere's damage. and the sphere stops moving this turn, I want to potentially deal damage to him this turn. So could I have it?
Ram him.
Could I have it like spawn kind of on top of him and then roll it off of his back?
Yeah, sure. Why not? So he needs to
Awesome.
do a dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
okay.
13 is the save.
Got a 28.
Disadvantage.
Oh, does it require him seeing the ball of fire?
You got a 24.
Damn.
Then he'll take half 2d6 fire damage. So 2d6.
I thought it was. Oh, you're...
So 4. He takes 4 damage.
Gotcha.
The sphere will continue to be there behind him.
Incredible.
I would like to also move after. I can do that, right?
Yeah. Where would you like?
I'm gonna move further here into the safety of the growth here that was
Okay.
created. Do I feel anything? Does Ebenezer feel anything as he enters this?
That's a good question, Vesper.
No, not inherently. It's frightening, but you don't feel anything from the inside. Only the effects of it's cold, it's darker.
Okay. I would have still moved into it knowing that it was made by an ally.
Work.
And that'll be my turn.
Next is Delilah, who is going to.
Healing word, Kaelinor.
She is unfortunately does not have any healing spells.
Is she
but
not a bard?
No, he said she's not a bard specifically.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, then she cast magic with her guitar.
This is true. It's her focus, but she's not a bard.
Well, you see how that could be confusing.
I can't see how that's confusing, which is why I said out loud she's not a bard.
Hey, she's not a bard, but it looks like this. Isn't she a
That
bard?
gear, that cog in the top right.
Yeah.
She's going to go ahead and cast Ray of Sickness. And as she does so, she says, "He's a little gift from my real dad," and she sends that on his way. He's going to need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can you move before doing this?
Oops, that's Constitution does hit, or he fails. Is what I should say. It's a targeted spell. It doesn't.
Oh, okay.
There's no projectiles.
Like Foster's out here doubling the enemies up on us, playing stealthy enemy ally bullshit.
So it's gonna take a bit of damage, and he's also going to be poisoned until until her next turn. Which conditions?
Disadvantage on some stuff, I think.
Definitely what you said. Attack rolls and ability check. So unfortunately, nothing different than what Wyatt already does, but he does look pestled.
Pestles.
And so that's going to be her turn, bringing us to Kinfeth.
Indeed. Okay. Going to move 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah. And then you guys can kind of see that Kinfeth is not doing well. He's like he's not leaping around anymore. He's kind of labored breathing, slower movements. And he still doesn't have his staff, so he's gonna wind up again and take a quick strike. Still the same speed, but tired overall on him once again. Going for an unarmed strike. Which hits. Oh, on max damage again.
Ooh, wow.
And then I will use a key point to flurry of blows.
Was that with advantage? Because you could always crit.
Is it with advantage?
He's blind.
Oh yeah. Okay, well there's my first flurry of blows. So 16 hits. There's my second flurry of blows.
Oh.
Shit.
Now, Foster, let me ask you a question. If I were coming at you with an attack that I knew was going to knock you down, do you think that you would be able to survive it if you couldn't see how and where I was going to attack you? Like, do you think you'd be able to, say, not be knocked prone if you didn't know where I was going to strike you?
I think he would have disadvantage on any sort of checks against that. Surely.
Do you think that if you were blinded,
I think he would have disadvantage against checks like that, is what I think.
okay, then I'm going to, with my one flurry of blows attack the land, I'm going to use my open hand technique and strike him in the upper shoulder with a flat palm. And I need him to make... Question, is this a wall right here?
It is.
I'm going to have him
Like
make
the edge of a stage.
a strength saving throw, please. DC 13.
Lowest stat sounds.
He fails.
Beautiful. He's going to be pushed into that wall.
Incredible. How much damage does that do?
It doesn't do any damage. It just pushes him up to 15 feet.
Okay, in that case, how much damage did your flurry of blows do? Because you didn't roll damage for that.
Great question.
Yeah, that would still hit him.
10 damage.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
As Kinfath open hand palms this man into the wall, you hear his rib cage crack from the inside. He falls down.
Is he dead?
As this happens,
You don't know.
all
you're
of
dead.
your rings start to pull space and time into itself. Very quickly, things start to get very chaotic. Delilah immediately is like, what the hell is going on? What is this? I need everybody to make me a Constitution saving throw as well.
What happens if you're down?
You fail it.
Uh,
You fail it.
I suppose you fail your Constitution saving throw.
What's the modifier? Or not the modifier?
Then he's got an 18.
It is a DC 15.
Oh god. Fuck.
19.
Fails.
What happens to somebody who
Yeah.
fails this check?
Everybody who fails is going to take 2d10 points of damage.
So am I dead?
Have you rolled any?
No.
I haven't
Saving
rolled
throws?
any death saves, no.
You just take one failure. You don't
Okay.
die.
So do I need to roll my own 2D?
I will go ahead and roll those.
Thank God I
on
passed. Holy
Ebenezer
crap.
stage.
Are we out of initiative?
Those are d20s. Ignore that. Everybody's going to who failed takes 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Good question. Are we out of initiative?
Yes.
Because I got something to do before Evan Nat wants this next death
Please?
save.
I also want
the-
to jump in here at some point.
It might not matter.
Okay.
Depending on how you decide on this next sentence.
No, it matters.
Those of you who fail, you feel your bodies being torn up a bit by the physical embodiment of space not passing through you correctly. But even so, as the version of Luther here has been killed, you see him start to dissolve essentially from this space, and all of you are sucked through these rings in time, and you find yourself standing in kind of decrepit, busted up motel with nobody in it.
Am I standing?
No.
No.
I'm gonna fix that
I have a good berry in my pocket.
whenever we go.
Are we? Where are
Let me add him back in here. Sorry, I just need to pause him instead.
Tell me when I can do that.
Sorry. Pause. There we go. So that it doesn't mess up the cameras. You can do anything you want. Immediately as you land, all of you are sort of taken aback a bit by this kind of jarring experience that you just had. But you are in safety. There's no one here. Nothing is happening.
Are we in Ashmere City?
You are. In fact, you recognize kind of the layout of the room is pretty much the same. It doesn't have any of the mechanical doodads. It doesn't have the people here. It hasn't been taken care of in a long time. It would appear this is a vacant building.
So who's up right now?
Is it the same building?
Everybody but me.
Yes.
Okay. Ignoring our whatever rift is happening, Vesper's gonna be like, Kaelinor, no! And he's gonna run over to him and pull out this stone crystal and kneel at his side. And this thing is like, it's glowy. It's glowy but black. And it like starts, and he touches his forehead, and I'll healing hands you for 3.
Amazing.
And light comes out of my hand as I bonk.
Amazing.
Kaelinor, you stand up and you are revived. However, could you also make me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
13.
Okay, thank you. What do you all do in this moment?
Yeah, after coming through the jump or whatever you'd want to call it, Ren would yell probably something to the degree of fuck and throw his sword just into a wall or something, just like pissed off.
What's wrong? Didn't we win?
Confeth
After-
is
Go ahead.
Confeth is gonna sit down and pull out a good berry and say, "Well, it sure sounded like I killed him," and then he's gonna eat his good berry.
Do you have 2, Evan?
I only had, I believe, 1 from the previous night.
Okay.
I may have eaten mine for the day already. If not,
How
I'm
many are you
eating
giving me?
yours.
The berry. I have 1.
Okay, I will eat that berry. 5 HP.
Sure sounded like I killed him.
Well, we're in a different place, I think now. I don't know how fairies work, looking at Ren or Morgan as they're in this room. But I would take that as maybe this part of our mission was somewhat of a success.
I think objectively a success, but one thing is very apparent. I don't know if we're quite ready for consistent one-on-one confrontation with this guy.
Still holding this flickering crystal that's now glowing again.
Ren, did we win?
Ren would deeply exhale. Yes, we won. And I have nothing to show for it.
Well, I mean, I'd say so. The wall's down.
Ashmere City is open to the as normal.
Does it look? I want to go outside. Does it look normal?
Yeah, I mean, it looks slightly different from what you just were in.
Yeah.
Because it's 20 years in the past, but you don't see big walls around the city.
Do we see any glass fragment, cracks, cuts, illusion of?
It appears to just be Ashmere City as you would know it in your time.
Yep, guys, we're great. We did it.
Confeth is gonna freak out and look around for his staff.
Didn't you call it back?
That's
to
how
me?
you recalled it, didn't
Yeah,
you?
you did recall it.
Okay.
You bonus action
And it's
recalled
right next to him.
Yeah.
Ah!
What? My robes? Are they?
Oh, they're
happened to
gone.
them?
it. They're not on you. unfortunately.
Oh. Okay.
They're in. I guess it'd be laying like a wicked witch puddle where Luther dissolved as he was still holding them.
Great. So now we have a naked old man.
He's not naked.
For all
He's not decent as far as I think the time would like.
He's gonna
in
mid.
your undergarments.
Who has the
anyway.
lantern?
I think Bren does. Out of care.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Was that an in-question character that I butted into? Sorry. You know what I meant to say.
In question character. Doo-doo-doo. Well, you guys
Well,
want to go get some more pizza?
Might suggest we get some rest, go find an inn. I kind of know an inn. The Thin Falcon is my son's inn. I would very much like to see him. If everybody is down for that, a little bit of rest.
I personally would like to go back.
I think that you deserve an opportunity to go check in on your family before we. But I think we should venture back to the Pharaoh
When
if nobody has objections.
When we
The same night.
It is relatively late. When we step outside, inevitably, or I did actually, I recall in the info chat talking about seeing things on the horizon, in the sky, in the distance, in certain directions. Is that still what I think it would be? Like, do those cracks still look in the directions they may be according to the map in the sky?
Yes. Yeah.
Guys, what about all of those?
I think obviously we have to take care of them.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. I personally don't want to go see the fairies empty-handed, especially if we're upset about it. Maybe we should move on to the next one.
I think we should consider alternative time.
Ebenezer
consider
will
what?
raise a cartoonish eyebrow to Ren.
What did Keonor say there?
Consider what?
I think we should consider not doing that just yet. We caught this man off guard. He was not in a situation where he was prepared to defend. He did not have anyone with him, and that was not exactly. He was deflecting our spells. He was dodging our attacks. It took way too long to take out one man. I think if we find him in a situation where he is prepared for us, it is not going to. And I don't know if we're quite necessarily strong enough or united enough to take on such a task.
Are we out of character? Are we finding him based on what we just saw? I guess is all I could use the information of, and the original that we saw. Would it be fair to infer that we are finding him at different points in his life based on age and dress and skill, or similar points to what we have seen between the two?
Roll me insight, and I'll tell you what you were able to discern.
30-21.
Amazing. It looked like this guy had like some of the same physical characteristics as the one you fought, but he also said he had no idea who you were.
Yeah.
So that is, you're not exactly sure what that means with only one sample size, but you know that he may not have been entirely or had all of the same pieces of Luther in mind.
That's exactly what I was looking for. We might find this guy. He's all over time. we might find him unprepared again. It's, in fact, plausible that we would.
I think the chances that we find him stronger and more prepared are just as great. Is that a risk we want to take?
Would
It's
assumedly be a third chance for any outcome based
I
on
mean-
our sample size.
I'm unwilling to go home without further exploration, but there's a lot of space and time between each of these rifts.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's things to do along the way.
I agree. I think we need not to hastily engage our enemy again based on some of the things that have happened here, as I'm still holding the crystal. But it doesn't mean we can't further our understanding of the situation.
What are you suggesting?
There's big cracks in the sky. Maybe we should go scope them out.
Just scoped one out.
I think that we spend some time in one with no real purpose. I think if we take inventory of where we're at and start collecting his habits, we might be able to get his routine down to a science.
That's
as one of
the
you
purpose.
mages
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
At that moment, you all hear a key jostling in the doorknob of the door that was recently opened.
I will hide.
Okay. Anybody else want to hide or do anything in particular?
Ready in
I am
action.
holding an action. Yep.
For what?
To shoot an arrow at this door frame.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Under
move away
what
from the door.
circumstances?
Under
Just if
the
it opens?
circumstances of Luther walking in or somebody walking in and threatening us.
Okay, great.
I was gonna say I was gonna hold the spell darkness on the door frame in case of the start of what felt like combat.
Sure. The door slowly opens and you see like a 5'6" human dude with a big box full of cleaning supplies.
A human dude.
It hits the
What
door.
are Oh my god. What are y'all doing here?
We were just.
Why are
leaving.
you in my new property?
We were just leaving, right, everybody?
I would like to try and sneak up on this guy.
Did you roll stealth?
I will. Nice.
Great. So there is one space. He's facing the room and can see everything as you slowly inch your way towards him. My dear boy, I can see you inching towards me.
Can I roll insight to tell if this is the same voice?
Yeah, by all means.
The robot. Is that the voice you're talking about?
With the 13, yeah, you recognize his voice.
Just sucks. Was it?
That is my name, but I don't think I know you.
Not yet.
That's deeply concerning. Now, I must ask you all to leave before I call the guards.
Absolutely, we will. Let's go, everyone. I will.
Very well, then. And he steps out of the door.
I will.
Ebenezer will shuffle out.
I'll hand him a gold piece on the way out, and just say for your future troubles.
I do not understand, but I will take free gold.
Good
Thank
morning.
you. Good morning. And he walks into the door and closes it behind him.
I
Oh.
wanted to collect as many arrows as I could on the way out.
I think there's a check for that.
I shot 4. 3? I only shot 3.
Also, aren't they in a different reality?
There's one in a door that you just shot that you can grab.
Okay. I will grab it.
Oh, right. 20 years from now, you could collect those arrows.
If you want to come back to this site that day. by all
Uh,
means.
I'm gonna avoid this area of town 20 years from now because I'm gonna hold somebody gold.
Okay, amazing. So where are you all headed?
You guys seem to want to all do something different. I am tired and I would like to see my family, so I'm gonna go this way. Whoever wants to come with me can do so.
I
Are
don't
you
think a rest
going-
would hurt.
Yeah, I
Are you
would go.
going to that inn?
Yes, yeah.
Then I will join you.
Maeve will also follow Ebenezer.
Go.
What about our two edgy fae?
Too edgy, Faye.
Yeah.
Sounds like Len.
Gonna walk slowly by. Rolling eyes,
Is
I guess.
Ren and Morgan's ship name just Morgan? Anyway.
I want to see if Eb's progeny turned out better.
Yeah, you make your way through the city towards. Please remind me the name of the inn again. The Eagle.
The Thin Falcon.
Thin Falcon. Towards the Thin Falcon. As you walk through the city, you notice the biggest difference, quite honestly, is that for those of you who are not familiar with the city, is that Tony Tacos and Bedroom Burgers are just tiny little establishments at this point. They're great and well loved by their customers, but they are not. They don't have huge lines coming out. Otherwise, it's pretty similar.
Are there any flower carts?
There are flower salesmen, yeah.
I'm
At
just
this
gonna.
hour?
That's a good. Well, if there
Maybe.
are any, I'm just gonna stare the shit out of the one, or at least closest to the spot that I did last time.
It's a different gentleman, but also looks very concerned by your threatening figure. Anyway, you make it to the Thin Falcon, and as you enter, you see a youngish man standing at the front counter, and there's a little boy running around in the front, throwing a ball against the wall, narrowly avoiding breaking things. As you see Cassidy, not really being much of a spellcaster, but just occasionally you see a little hand stopping a ball from hitting something, appearing and tossing it away.
Nice.
He's like, nope, no, okay, buddy, you gotta. All right, be careful. All right. As you walk in, you see Cassidy and Jackie here.
Do we know them?
Well, one of you does.
So what do we see?
You just see what I described, just like a guy and a little boy throwing the ball.
Okay.
What do you do as you enter?
Ebenezer will run in. Jackie!
Oh, Grandpa Oji's! Hi! And he runs up to you and he like hugs your shin.
Yes, I'll give him a hug back.
Hey, do you want to play
what's-
ball?
Just give me a few moments, boy.
I will.
Flaming sphere.
Okay. Are you a dog?
These-
I am a bugbear. Good observations, though. I am hairy.
These
You're
are
very,
friends
very-
of mine. These are
Indeed.
friends of mine.
Why
You
are
can- you
your
can play with
friends
them.
so spooky? And a bear.
That's a good
Okay.
question.
And a bugbear also.
Perfect.
All of this
And-
will be explained.
Oh
in
wait, no,
time.
your wild shape fell, right? So you're Maeve. Okay, never mind.
All of
There's
this will
just
be
a bear.
explained in time. If Kinfath here wants to play ball with you, by all means, you
Okay.
two go at it.
Hey, let's go into the outside area. And he trots outside.
I would love to go play in the outside area, and I will watch outside as well.
Do you say anything to Cassidy here?
Does he say anything first?
When he sees you, he's like, "Hey, Dad. What brings you in? What's new friends of yours? The members of the institution?"
Cassidy, how long have we been gone for?
But what?
How long have I been gone for, to be more specific?
I mean, I saw you like a day ago, 2 days ago, something like it. What do you mean? I didn't even know you were gone. I was supposed to bring Jackie over today. I expected to see you.
This is relieving. We got. I have quite the story to tell. These are my friends.
Hello, friends.
Good morning.
By all means, let's. Hey, honey. And you see, Cassidy's wife comes around the corner, and she's like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey, can you watch the counter for me for just a second? I gotta talk to my dad about something real quick." And she takes over for a moment, and he takes you all into a sort of employee lounge in the back room.
Before the group leaves, I would like to come back in painting, as I assume the child is like just skipping back in, but I'm like out of breath and winded, and I'll follow the group into the room.
Fantastic. He pulls out chairs for everybody. Like, there's not usually this many people in the employee room, so he's like pulling out some folding chairs and like setting them out for everybody, so everybody has a place. And it's like, can I get anybody something to drink? Or I got like tea and coffee. I probably got a couple beers in the back of a fridge.
Water, please.
Great.
A fridge, please.
Not giving me the fridge,
Oh.
but yeah, I'll grab everybody some waters if nobody else has any requests.
Please, thank you.
I
We should all
thought
hydrate.
that was an option.
He pours water for everybody and sits down. It's like, okay, so what's this great story you got to tell, Dad?
Did you notice any sort of change at all in the past 24 hours?
I mean,
I mean, it's a strange question. I don't really know how to.
No, I didn't. I mean, I haven't been even outside today, but no, I've just kind of been here.
Insert info dump here with some sloppy storytelling, because Ebenezer frantically kind of explaining the past little bit of time here.
Cassidy looks shocked at everything you had to say. He eventually takes a moment to walk outside, and now being in this returned state of Ashmere City, he can look out and he sees these fractures across the world. He walks back in, wide-eyed, sits down, stone-faced and pale. Fucking soul above. What? Wow. Okay.
Vesper is going to hand him some rolled up leaves that he has been crafting in the corner.
What are these? But man, what's thank you for the leaves, but what's
It's, I don't know if you're going to make me roll for it, but it's lettuce from Delilah's dad.
What was the roll before? What type of roll did I have? Performance? I think it was performance. Give me a performance check.
Is that the weed?
Is that the weed?
Trying to negatively influence your son.
Ebenezer would like to, if he remembers this interaction.
I remember you being unconscious for a while. That's what I remember.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember if I was actually present for all that or not.
No, you said something about I used to smoke a little bit of this something in my day.
Oh yeah. I'll kind of like slap it out of your hand, Vesper, and not right now.
Cass is like, Dad, I can hang with them, you know. And what you create is not specifically Delilah's devil's lettuce, but it is weed.
We should not be doing
I
this right now.
Assembly line it for the group.
Dad, my whole world is shattering, and I know you have to deal with that too, probably more than I do right now, especially with the whole Fae Queen shit. You two are creepy, by the way, but he's just gonna light it and just immediately take a big drag.
What
Same.
the? Get that out of your mouth right
Here you
now,
go,
young
Maeve.
man.
Dad, I'm fucking like 30. Can't tell me what to do.
Lizard's gonna hop down and bite and grab it.
He's
and
gonna
come back to me.
grab the lit blunt.
Yo,
Yeah.
this is
He's-
getting
familiar
lit.
Can you roll a Constitution saving throw from your familiar stats, please?
I can't imagine the weasel has the hardest constitution.
Crap! I closed it. Why would I do that?
I will also gesture for everyone else in the room as we're going through a hard time. A 6 on the weed scale.
Kinfeth will pass.
6.
A 1! It's a 1! Oh,
You
no.
see Lizard starting to like stumble around the table.
Your
and
vision.
eventually just like lays down. He's like,
I'll scoop him up and
You
like
see?
point his head towards where I want to see.
just like slowly breathe. And you see like. You see what you see, but it's like almost like distorted just a little
Yeah,
bit.
I
It's like
get that.
kind of
That's
greened out. It's just like
That's fine.
That's fantastic.
Great.
uh,
Now I might as well be high. No smoking in this building. No smoking.
this is Dad. I appreciate your old-fashioned morals as much as the next guy, but you can smoke in here, guys, if you want to. I don't care. Just if Jackie comes in here, put it out.
Anyway, all that out there, we're gonna try to be fixing for a little while, I'd imagine. So I was hoping maybe you could watch potions and lotions for me for a little while. You don't have to keep it
yeah,
open
I mean-
24/7.
I can yeah, I mean, I guess I can in my little time I have, I'll try to get over there at least for Friday nights. I'll get over
Karen,
there.
Friday nights, Karen can obviously take care of all the shitty work because that's what Karen's for.
That's true. Yeah, Karen. Fuck Karen.
Yeah.
But yeah, she
Agreed.
can. Well, I think she can handle the like the day-to-day stuff. I think for Friday specifically, I need to be there. Karen doesn't do well with the guys.
All the fighting, I assume. So this is
Oh,
this is
they
weird.
know? Is
yes, I've heard great tales of how Ebenezer runs an excellent fighting ring, and that he is a vicious warrior himself. For I have seen it firsthand.
no, God, no. Dad's. Sorry,
Okay.
no disrespect, Dad, but I mean, no.
I mean, confess, I
Inside
told
check?
you that I'm not the best fighter.
No, it's a. Do they know the details? Can I tell them the details? Because I mean,
You can tell them. It's fun.
it's sort of a fighting ring. It's like a dog fighting ring, but with conjuration magic.
It's
You know
pretty
about
cool.
Conjuration magic?
Kinfeth will, like, look around and think, and then he'll turn and look at Ebenezer. Conjuration magic. You
Yes, Kinfeth.
lied to me, Ebenezer.
What how?
You said you were a vicious, glorious fighter, but you use conjuration
Oh, I
magic.
literally told you I wasn't.
Enough. Enough, Ebenezer.
Oh,
Enough.
oh.
Kinfeth will, for the rest of this conversation, give Ebenezer the cold shoulder.
Really, no reason, but I love it.
We did, considering we did just get out of this fight, we do need beds tonight. If you have
Yeah,
enough.
Yeah, by all means. we've only got like 5 rooms available tonight, but if you guys can figure out some sort of bunking situation, then by all means.
I will go back home. Again, I can sleep there. And these fellows can use the 5 rooms tonight if that's okay with you.
Yeah, by all means. There is 6 of you, so who's partnering up here?
I have a couch. I have a couch I can throw someone on.
Me and Vesper are more than comfortable. Fine.
I wouldn't phrase it like that necessarily. But yeah.
More than comfortable.
I think I would actually take up Eb's offer of a couch.
Wait, does this mean we're not gonna hang out?
We can meet back here in the morning, I imagine, or somewhere.
I'll just say somebody's got to watch him.
That's true. I might just like turn evil all of a sudden and rain havoc across the world. Yeah.
More concerned of you running off never to be found again, as you have tried a couple of times already.
Or, keeling over. Because you're old.
We're sleeping in combat.
Okay, everybody. All right.
On the bright side, your weasel is absolutely fucking fried right now.
I would actually that would probably be a little like chuckle from Ren.
It is
a very muted chuckle.
It is very hard to see right now. I am definitely unintentionally not wasted right now. Not high.
I'm what the kids call zooted.
I think that is a 2 for 2 on you getting fucked up the second we walk into a bar.
Oh man.
I don't really drink. I don't really smoke.
All right, Ebenezer. If there's nothing else, we should get going.
Cassidy, thank you for your assistance and your information, and I love you.
Yeah, love you too, Dad. Get some rest. I guess I'll see you back here in the morning then.
Group meet back here.
That's where it will be.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good place to be.
Sure.
All right, so we'll be back here in the morning.
All right. See you then. He goes back out and takes over at the bar, still kind of high. But it's his establishment. He can do what he
dang
wants.
it. I'm disappointed as a father. I will hug Jackie on the way out.
And he absolutely hugs you back. Does anybody else have anything they would like to take care of before going to bed?
On my way to my room, I would like to stop. I'm assuming his son is like at a bar or something in this place.
He's just at like the front desk, sort of concierge desk, if you will.
I would stop there as I pass to go to my room. First of all, thank you for your hospitality. But also, I just feel like you should know, your father's arcane abilities.
What? Your father what? Your father what?
Your father's what?
Your father's arcane abilities are not the most potent, but his care for you and your family is strong and it runs deep. The entire time I've known him, he has said little else of value besides his care for you.
Cassidy, Foster, I should let you know that Cassidy would know that Ebenezer can only cast conjuration spells, if that comes up at all.
Cassidy nods and smiles and says, "Well, thank you for telling me, but I wouldn't underestimate his arcane abilities. Give him time. He's just a little shy."
I would love to be proven wrong, and I'll give him a nod and retreat to my room for the night. I would also like to, I don't know if this is of any substance, but I'd like to try and pull out of my cloak a book about bardic spells to try to see the kinds of things that he was casting, if I could research like the effects of the kinds of spells he was using when we were fighting him?
Yeah, by all means. History check DC 10.
History check. Ah, 8. Sad.
Cookbook.
Um,
What the fuck?
you are able to find book on like bardic spells, but nothing with enough detail to like really understand like how to defend against them and such. But you are able to get an idea of like how bards kind of sort of operate in their magic and using their I mean both in-game and out-of-game charisma as sort of a channeling of their arcane abilities. But you know, like I said, no direct defenses or anything.
Sick. Thank you.
Anybody else?
Yeah, have you guys left yet? The two
I'd
Ebenezer
imagine we
and
started
Ren?
walking.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, but everybody else is gonna get at least a good berry tonight again.
Do they last a day?
They last 24 hours, so they would expire
Okay.
in the morning, the old ones.
Gotcha.
And they vanish. They don't leave anything behind. So I'll hand those out. These are much sweeter at this time, smelling even, if you don't taste them right away. But I will directly hand them out this time and be like, "Here you guys go, in case that happens again. Confess. You should save this for when you need it."
I will be like, okay. I will save it.
So was that? Is that only 3 that I give out?
Well, there's 6 of us here.
4, 5. Wait,
No, there's
Yeah,
only
I guess
5.
one.
4.
Maybe
4
it's one.
others.
Confess gets
Oh, right.
one.
There's only 5.
Morgan gets 1. So I
Yeah.
hand 4 to you guys. And I'll Kaelinor gets 2, and I'll keep the other 5.
2 total.
Yes. Have you guys made that an item yet?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Good. Make it an item, dummy.
Wow.
You just
I
tick the
can
little
do
box. No, don't, because you'll fuck up. It's important.
I will
Okay.
eat mine as soon as my door is shut and I am inside my room.
For reference, I did tell you that in the music bar that you should save it to nourish yourself for the day or to restore a hit point when you need it the most. So you do have that information. You are also really weak and hurt right now.
Stupid. You could just say stupid. It's okay.
All right, everybody, go ahead and you can take a long rest here.
Level up.
Am I rooming with Kaelinor?
How
Ren
long?
left, so we didn't have to.
Okay.
How long was the walk back?
The walk between the Thin Falcon and Potions and Lotion, or do you stay at Potions and Lotions?
It would be at Potions and Lotions, yeah.
Okay.
The condo
Not very
above.
far. It's like certainly in the same like neighborhood or borough.
I said 20 minutes, probably. If that checks out, Foster, if that's okay.
Yeah,
You're slow.
by foot.
Yeah, what do you have? 6
Ren
movement
certainly
speed
has
per turn?
to wait on Ebenezer to move. From
Whoa.
do you
might
guys
have
have
to-
any specific interactions on the way over there, though? I'm curious.
Whew, I'm glad that my family is safe. It has been quite the day. Or 2 days?
I think
I
20
don't
years.
Where we were, yes, most certainly. I don't know, this time stuff hurts my head.
Well, that's, I think, why I was so frustrated. I'm very thankful you got a chance to see your family again. And I'm even more glad that all of Ashmere is free, but I don't know. I don't get the time stuff enough. At this point, did it actually even happen? Or will it happen? Has it happened? I don't understand. And I thought maybe having a piece of anything, of something, just to say we'd done it.
I do think. Go ahead.
I'd also want to see what happens to things that are removed from those timelines. But here we are.
I wonder what would happen to an object if Kalinor would have put it in his cape and then jump back through the time wall. I wonder if that would preserve it. I don't know.
I think we have a lot of questions. I mean, who knows what happens if we grab somebody from that timeline while we have a ring on and we step through the wall. It's 1,000,001 possibilities, but I feel like we're not as closer as we are to the final goal. I just don't feel any closer. I don't feel any better.
We did come into this one pretty headstrong, and that blame could be put on me. I think that the next one we go to, we could do a little bit more experimenting. Or we could go ask your Fae gods, maybe. If I'd assume they'd know more.
I don't know how much they're willing to talk.
Confusing creatures, those beings.
Yes, but I think give it enough time and you'll see the beauty in each of those courts. The people, too. I have to admit I've never seen my queen that angry, but still I think that there's something deeply passionate in that anger. And what is the loss of family if not angering and saddening?
It's very true. We could take one thing away today. Seems like the same amount of time pass here as in the barriers. That's helpful.
I wonder if the rifts are different sizes. I wonder if maybe that corresponds to a amount of magic or latent energy of some kind in each of the fragments. I wonder if I don't know.
Whew, I certainly do not either. I'm sorry if I've was rushed to think that you would have more knowledge than me. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I had assumed too much. But together we will learn this magic and we'll figure it out.
I just wish I knew more. As long as I've been around, my job's been knowledge, prevention, and containing, call it, collateral damage. I'm kind of flying blind here. As much as anyone else.
At this time, I like to think that we walked into potions and lotions, and like
I was about to say the same thing.
There's a bell that rings as the door opens, and so the couch is just over yonder. My room is that way through that hall. If you need anything, let me know. Don't drink that potion right there. That specific potion. Don't drink that.
That one?
Please drink it.
Don't drink that potion.
That potion.
Yep, that one.
Okay.
That's all. Good night. I will talk to you in the morning.
Drink every potion in the motherfucker.
Ebenezer,
Yes.
thank you.
You're welcome. I want to add, before we part ways here, that I feel much more comfortable going on this adventure with you guys, knowing my family is safe. I know that I am not the most desirable teammate to probably have, but you know, I'm going to see this through to the end at this point. So I'll be here. I'll be here in the morning.
And don't forget that magical thing you wanted to come back for.
I won't. Trust me. I won't.
As he's going into his room, I'd like to, once the door closes, I want to pop off the cork of the potion and at least sniff it, like
Okay.
waft it.
Before that happens, I want to note that Ebenezer ran into a wall before heading down the hallway because Lizard is still high AF.
Potent.
Are you
Incredible.
smelling or are you wafting?
Smell the potion?
That's a good wafting. They taught me that in science class.
yeah.
Correct. That is the safe method.
You can go give me perception if you want to try to discern anything about it.
Sure. This feels like a mistake.
A 17. This is what I can give you on a smell of it. It is the most bizarre, everything all at once smell. It smells like
Teen
It
spirit.
smells like your home back in the Feywilds. It smells like memories of being a child you didn't even know you had. It smells like warm cookies. It also smells like it smells like what a circus smells like after the elephants have come on the rings. It smells like the deepest depths of hell, and it smells as beautiful as the golden gates of heaven.
Could you describe to me what those childhood memories look like?
What you sort of get a feeling of this sort of nostalgic image of wide open grass fields with trees with either side, and big sticks with ribbons flowing off the top of them, being sort of run around by children.
Dope. I don't drink it. I set it back down, I lay down, I cast sleep on myself.
All right. Next morning comes. Do we all reconvene?
And level up.
Did you guys go to bed? Did you just like leave and go straight to bed?
We walked and talked and
Sorry, I know you guys left. Did everybody else just leave and go straight to bed?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Unless otherwise stopped, yes.
Well, I definitely would have stopped to talk to you at any given time.
Okay.
Unless you're just avoiding me.
No.
Okay.
You guys are sleeping together, are you not?
Because you're avoiding me.
No. Because Ren went with you.
Okay, that opened up the other room.
Hey,
Aren't
can
you
we
guys
talk?
fucking? Are you fucking?
What would you like to talk about, my friend?
We can stay like at the bar or whatever. If I could have caught you after that conversation, maybe.
Sure.
Are you good? I want to like gesture toward his arm and look.
With a DC 13, it does look slightly more spread than it was before.
Spread how?
Yeah, what is it?
You know, Iron Man 2, the black
Fuck.
Moving up the arm a little bit.
That is interesting. So I do that, and as I sit down at the bar, I turn towards you, and you know what Vesper looks like relatively. We've worked together for a long time. Very pale skin, very light hair on one side, very dark hair on the other side, and his eyes kind of match that. But they're normally like bright. His eyes are normally like when you're sleeping and you turn on your phone and like it's a little bit too bright to look at, but you can kind of see what's in there. And you notice the dark side of his like hair. You can like it's a regular eye, like you can see his iris. Very dark iris, by the way. Also bloodshot, by the way. And as you're peering into that, you can see like the veins underneath his skin. They're like much darker than normal, like not what you have seen before. Maybe I had thought this before, maybe similar to what is creeping up your arm a little bit right now. And I pull out this crystal and set it on the counter. You went down, like for real this time.
Yes, I did. In one swift blow, I hadn't been touched prior to that spell.
I know. I was watching. I'm sorry. I was distracted a little bit. We have a lot of team members now.
I appreciate your concern. I don't want you to feel responsible for end battle. I made my own decision. Put myself in the situation. Use your magics how you will, and aid me and the others. Don't feel responsible for life. I make my own.
Okay. As long as you feel that way, I'll try to keep tabs on everybody evenly.
Do what you will.
Just be careful.
Use well, my friend.
Okay, maybe we should get some rest.
Every day has a lot of unknowns right now. Be rested.
Good morning.
All right. Morning comes. As you all.
Is that a long rest?
Yes, everybody get your long rest in.
And level up.
And level up.
And level down.
As you all begin to reconvene.
I'd like to do some things at the shop in the
Sure.
morning before we're taking off.
What would you like to do?
I would grab the potion given to me by my wife before she passed.
Oh.
From the locked drawer in my room. And then while we're walking out, and there was a note on the potion, and I would have folded that up and put it in a pocket. I would have put on a new robe, wizardry getup.
Is it the same color? Does it look exactly the same?
It is. It is
like
the
a
exact
cartoon
same.
character, and it's 20
Yep.
of the same robes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then on our way out, Karen, I freaking told you to lock up this potion, and you specifically didn't do what I asked you to do. And Ebenezer will grab the potion, put it in a locked glass box, and turn the key.
Look, it was busy around here without you being here, so I did my best, and you can lay off me.
You're fine.
Whatever, Karen. Just make sure no one gets to this potion, please. Can you do that one thing, Karen?
I can do a lot of things around here. Are you trying to belittle what I do around here, Ebenezer? I do a lot. First of all,
My son will be here Friday nights to take care of the ring. I will be gone.
Goody.
For a little
Cassidy's
bit.
the best. Love Cassidy. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Whatever, bitch. and Ebenezer will walk out.
I wish I had seen that.
Oh man.
Fucking A.
All right, whatever, bitch. Ebenezer, 2024.
That's what I
Okay.
wanted to do. We can meet up now.
All right.
Did you take your potion?
It is with me. It's with me. It's a separate potion from the one I locked up. To be clear.
As you all regroup in the lobby, we'll say here, Morgan, you get a sending. The hilt of your blade drips blood on the ground, and it starts to form words that you can read. It says SOS, bring backup, Tons.
I say that under my breath, and then is Ren here?
I think we're
Okay.
all there.
If we're here, I'm gonna message Ren and I go, I need to go back. Something's happening in the Fae.
Now?
Yes, I
Dangerous.
said that one out loud. I messaged the first one, but say yes out loud.
Yes.
Also, anybody in the lobby can see that. It's just,
Oh,
it's there.
hey, Morgan, did you know that your sword is leaking blood? Because it's saying some
After
word
it was
I'm
on the
not
ground,
important.
after I read it, I would have stepped on it and got rid of the message.
I'm already pulling the lantern out.
We need to go back to where we came, so we can go back.
This. I know
all of
we're all
us?
kind of a party right now, but this seems like our issue. Are you all wanting to follow or stay?
Are you gonna clue us in on anything?
Followers, stay where? What's happening?
I
Who's-
don't know much, and I'm
I
looking
don't
at
either.
Morgan.
Why are we going? Who are we going back for?
Yeah. What?
You get another bit of blood dripping. This time it says,
It's doing it again, Morgan.
Shut the fuck off. I can read.
what is, oh, hold on, I need to read the Widow's Creek, and then it says the other name, and then it says Zircon. Widow's
Creek.
Zircon.
Oh god.
Do you guys want us to come?
Oh god.
We
I
can
don't-
help.
I don't know what is quick myself, but Morgan does. So I'm not. I don't know what's going on, but obviously Zach does. As Parker, I don't know what that means.
There was a battle years back, fought Widow's Creek. Many people died. The Woodlands lost 20-some soldiers. My people lost a handful, maybe 5, 6. They conceded the victory, but did forever set a territorial dispute that hasn't been solved in millennia.
So we go back.
How would your fake goddesses feel about you abandoning one task for another unprompted?
We could run it by them.
They can deal with it. We need to go.
Oh, now you're willing to disobey the fake god.
I talked back to the bitch. What do you fucking mean?
I just don't want to like get shit on by fairies. We could go talk to them and tell them what's up. They seem like they might have resources. Right? We got to
Nothing
go
else
back
we can
to
go
the
through the
thing.
realm, and we can use the Fey realm to teleport to the next Well, actually, how does that work, Foster? Is my understanding correct that if we are in the central court, that we can like teleport to different locations on the mortal plane?
Sorry.
One moment.
Can't remember.
I actually need to double check something.
When we TP'd, we had to go back to the exact spot TP back, and I don't know how many charges we have to TP back.
So yes, you can. Widow's Creek specifically is right between Flora and Woodland, so you can go to either, which is more comfortable, and then physically move there.
Sorry, no, I mean when coming out of the conflux back to the mortal plane.
Oh,
the
what?
mortal court. No.
Okay, ask your question again. I think I just assumed.
So Fey realm exists. Mortal plane exists in or mortal court exists in the Feywilds, as well as the conflux at the center of all of it. Aside, across the way, where we're at, the mortal plane, I'm
Right.
trying to be very careful with my words. The mortal plane exists.
Yes.
If we are in the conflux in the Feywilds, can we then teleport to anywhere on the mortal plane, or do we have to go to from certain locations?
If you are in the conflux, you can go right back down. But it does need to be recharged by your queen after a down and back. So by going back here, you will have to talk to at least Amethyst to come back to the mortal plane.
I don't suppose that's two-way communication, Morgan.
That's not- that I
Is
know
it
of.
message or sending?
It's sending.
I think it still is, right?
Who
Let
is
me
the
double check.
message from, Morgan? Who is sending you?
My squad. Or my friends. Let's be present. My friend.
If you guys need
You can answer in a like manner immediately. 25 words.
if you guys need our assistance with the matter, I think that we should tag along.
Do they reply back if I send them something? Or is
Nope, just one way back and forth.
are we going back or not?
Well, I guess if we can't ask questions. Group vote.
I personally wouldn't mind being in the Feywilds alone just to learn more about it.
I'm willing to go. Anyone else?
If we go to the Feywilds, we'll have to fight. And if we stay here, we'll have to fight. But if we stay here, we have a chance to fix the world that I am a part of. And so I vote to stay.
I have no understanding of what I'm committing to make any sort of education decision on it.
In fairness, you don't have any out of care. You don't have any information about these rifts either. So
Right, but I have a reason to worry about it. I don't know what the situation is. People I don't know are messaging somebody I barely know about a problem that I don't fucking know what it is. So
fair enough. That being said, 2 more votes in character.
Oh, fucking. This shit in character is so hard. Do I have reason to believe that this is connected to the very bullshit?
You have reason to believe that one of your friends' friends are in danger. An ally of my ally is an ally, I suppose.
How do we vote? Wait, I didn't register. I don't really. Which side do we stand on? Look, I'm all for helping your friends if you think it's gonna, give us better access to resources. I don't want whatever's going on in that thing, gesturing to the lantern, to go away. So, if that's what you guys think is best, I think that's fine. As long as we're always, like Kinfat wisely spoke, gathering information on our other task, best we can.
Morgan, obviously your court feeds up to the queen, but does your team report to you or your queen?
They report to
what is the team? What do you do?
Morgan.
You are not of my world, so you do not need to understand.
If
what
we're
I
gonna
do.
go into that thing respectfully, I would like to fucking know.
Morgan,
was
I
a-
deserve to know.
That was a very interesting response.
Our
Or you
conflict
can-
is about to become their conflict.
Find somebody else to go in that thing of your world or whatever. Frankly, the rest of us don't have any idea what's going on. You guys keep pulling us into everything.
What did Cassidy make for breakfast?
Could we have the conversation we're having?
I'm letting Parker think.
Postpone.
Post Malone's here?
I just wanted to mention that Ebenezer was like scooping food into his mouth like very intensely, like
I feel like your son has to
waiting
make
for
pancakes,
conversation to
right?
happen. My immediate thought was pancakes.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's incredible.
God damn it.
Okay, I understand caution, but I don't think 10 minutes for an answer. We need something concise.
I'm gonna send them back. My sending back. I'm gonna go watch over it. Message me later, and I'm just gonna go. We're just go do the riffs at this point. If you don't wanna do that, it's fine.
Or you could just speak to us. We've been traveling with you for days now. Why can't you speak? At the
You're not privy to
hesitation.
this one. You're not privy to this information.
All
With
right,
all due
then let's-
respect, no. How can we be walking through these situations together without an ounce of trust? If you expect me to continue to walk with any of you, there needs to be some trust.
What information is Morgan willing to give?
What is there to?
You have a team, yes? That much you've spilled. What is this team for? What do you do? Give us a gauge of what situation you could potentially be walking us into. What does your team do?
I wish I was better. To think on my feet like this. Holy shit. Fuck.
Full send it, Parker.
Not thinking
Full
about
send.
it too much.
Okay. What is there to do to trust? If we're not doing the trusting of one another, I would not be here in this moment. So you saying that you don't have any trust in me shows that you are a very untrusted person.
With all due respect, you're following us around because your Fey Queen told you to.
Yeah,
That is not-
and I am doing my job.
I still don't know what that is.
I just told you.
I grow plants. I know how to grow a lot of plants. I got
Grow
paid to
limbs.
grow plants at Bogseth. That's my job.
It sounds like we should stay the course on our main mission. Ren, unless you could sway us.
Well, I don't know why his team would be in my court. But that is my court. Why is
So-
your team in my court, Morgan?
I'm gonna message Ren and I'm gonna say I told them to follow Amethyst. She's been acting weird.
You what?
I'm gonna message
Out
again.
loud.
Oh, okay.
I grow plants at Bogseth.
Care to enlighten us, gentlemen?
Morgan here set his team on his Fey Queen.
So you have your super important team that follows you and not your queen, following your queen.
And you understand that's suicide, right?
They know
Does
the
your
mission.
team, does your team kill people?
Morgan?
Confath is gonna sit back.
We killed like 4 guys.
I'm glad you're here to break this up.
-1 charisma.
To be clear, I didn't kill anybody. I
Slept.
didn't kill anybody.
Morgan, last we talked, your queen was consoling my queen in my court, and your team is now skulking in the shadows, tracking your queen in the vicinity of mine. Why?
I'm not there.
Then tell them to go home.
Go home, buddy. I work alone.
I'll allow you to revise your message or you're sending back to them if you'd like.
If you don't, I will go back and make them return them myself.
Whoa. Okay. What did I say?
You said deal with it. I'll check back in later. Essentially.
Yeah.
As I like to imagine that as this conversation's getting more tense and serious, the like vines and growth all over my plate mail or scale mail or whatever, chain mail I think it is actually specifically, is
One
getting,
of those mails.
yeah, one of them is getting like it's growing, and it's noticeably growing, and the roses are growing thorns, and it's just a more aggressive look.
Ebenezer's gonna awkwardly shuffle to Confath. I thought these two were friends.
Shh. Watch the show, Ebenezer. Watch the show.
I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna send back. Let the other, what are they? Courts, I guess.
Mhm.
Let the other courts deal with it. Ren's being a bitch.
Being a bum, a bitch. I like it.
And then I'm gonna say, give me more detail when I return.
Word. That message is sent off.
You announced to Ren that you called off.
I'm just gonna look at. It's on you since they're gone.
My courts fought back the woodlands one time before. We'll be fine.
Whatever you say.
Well then. Now that rather strange interaction has occurred, I think we just agreed to continue on our mission. So team, what's our next moves?
appearing in the room is a familiar elf face. Looks at all of you. Hey, Kaelinor, you might want to check on that book you gave away, buddy. Just saying. And he blips away.
That's the guy. That's the thing.
I'm confused.
I'm not crazy. You all saw him.
Leaf
I'm
was here momentarily.
confused by that message.
I think he probably means the book you gave the merchant to get that upgrade.
Yes, totally, but I don't know what checking up on it means. Should
Open the hole.
You pulled it out of a certain library, and things seem to be awry. That's what I'll give you.
Can I insight check Leaf?
Leaf?
Yeah.
It's not Leaf. It's not Leaf.
Who the fuck was that?
We don't know. We don't know who it is. We don't know.
You said a familiar elf face. I had
Yep,
assumed.
this guy has dropped by, like, you met him
2 or
walking
3
to Luther's area. He appeared by the piano, appeared to
Ebenezer.
Ebenezer.
I would
yep.
like to try to pull that same
Thought that was
book
Leaf
out
the
of
whole
my
time.
cloak.
You reach in, and I'll tell you right away that no DC was going to make it possible to pull that out.
Okay, so. I don't know what I'm supposed to. I can't time travel 20 years in the future where I put that book.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you could
Go
just
check out
slowly.
where they were today.
What's that?
We could check out where they were today.
That's fair. That's worth looking at.
Who did you give it to?
An armor merchant for this armor.
Who did
Yeah.
you take it from? Should be the question.
My library,
Well,
but from.
is it?
I'll say, in case things are not remembered out of character, you were looking for specifically a valuable book, and then I had you roll perception on what the book was, and you didn't do well, and I said thank you, and then we moved on.
Is it my
What?
spell book?
Not your spell book, but an important book.
Is it the book that I put the lockpick in?
No, you'll find out if you go investigate what happened.
Kaelinor is
I'll give
solely
a quick little
responsible for
two-chuckle,
spreading
put
the
a-
Holy Bible.
I'll put a hand on Kaelinор's shoulder and just say, that side stuff you were talking about.
Perhaps. Well, out of character, Foster. What time rifts have we personally seen? Definitely Ashmere, obviously. Have we seen Bogseths?
You haven't been there, but again, like based on positioning and size, like yeah, that's in the direction of that and roughly that distance.
Uh-oh.
Then Kinfath will say, perhaps we should return to your library then?
I suppose that's a fair notion. Again, I'm not entirely certain we're ready for another run-in with Luther, and those rifts are the only places we're certain we'll find him.
Right. So maybe we check here in town and see if there's remnants of that somehow. I mean, it seems like maybe an hour out of our way maximum.
Well,
Remnants of what? I'm sorry. Would I know what you're referring to?
Where the merchant was here in town.
Okay, following the trail. I got you.
We don't know, and I guess this would be in character. We don't know how this would any of this time stuff affects our current day, and we don't know how it will affect anything. It doesn't quite make sense in my head that something 20, 30 years in the future would be able to affect something that happened prior to, but we also, from our time, went 30 years in the future and affected it, so
Who's to
my
say
guess is
that?
as good as anyone else's.
Who's to say that the rifts are happening chronologically? You know, 30 years in the future through one alternate reality could be 60 years in the past for another. We don't know how any of this works really, so any information we can gather could be useful.
So looking around Ashmere it is, and then on to Bogseth.
What are we looking for?
Anything that might make sense to what that dude said.
Yeah.
Do we still see the like adjustments that were made to Kalinor's armor? Like, are they like, is it still bettered?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
the artificing effect.
Good fucking point.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that he sold it for? Yes, it is still improved. Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have any books that
All
would be concerning?
Would I have any books that would be concerning?
Kalinor has a massive library of books that many of which could be concerning.
Well,
That you
so,
know
like,
What I will say is the perception made it so that you were unaware of which book this is, but many even important magical tomes for the school might have been stored in Kalinor's library, among other things.
I got 20 years to figure it out. It's fine, right?
Well, if we run into the wrong guy, you owe him money, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, in
which
the
is
future.
yeah, true. Which another thing I've been considering is perhaps we should be looking for a source of income if we're going to continue this journey. It won't be free.
Vesper's going to attempt to grow Delilah's father's lettuce
So
Okay.
in
Go ahead
response
and give
to
me an extra performance check here.
extra.
I do want to add while you're just a one. I do want to say also, Kinfath and Vesper, you both have tokens in your pocket. Chips. I believe that were not turned in.
That is correct.
They also have persisted.
Interesting.
With the 16, you make a much stronger strand, not quite devil's lettuce.
We could sell this.
So, hear me out. We don't know that all of these time rifts are going to be in the future, but what if we started taking pieces of our money and investing them in businesses, shops, and otherwise claiming interest on
There's this
principal?
amazing pizza
That's-
place that I know is going to do well 20 years in the future now that you mention it.
That's what I'm saying.
Stonks!
Insider trading.
I had not considered that, but it's actually fucking brilliant. So.
Investment.
Dongs.
Well,
How does one invest in stocks? Would we know? Or could we like make a contract one-on-one with somebody?
You probably there's not really a stock market,
yeah.
but you could make a contract. Yeah.
Ebenezer would know a little bit about business, right? Because
Yeah, you run
he-
one.
He runs one.
Yeah.
You know.
I can
Yeah.
tell you who would not know about it. This guy.
This guy.
So,
Speaking
I
of
guess
which,
ways we could go about that are if we've come through or from a portal in the future where we see businesses thriving, we could give those businesses money today,
Today.
and some point in our journeys come back and reclaim a portion of what's been made. Or if we know of thriving or successful companies today, if we go into a portal or something that's in the past, we give them money in the past.
We have one sample size of the future. We have one sample size of the future. I think we start there. Brilliant.
Can't exactly reverse the rift from Ashmere, though. Travel future.
No, but if we know that Tony's Tacos is gonna pop off,
That's true.
we
Even
give
if
money.
even if we're forced to wait real time, we don't know how long this could take.
we
It-
could
it
give
would
them
pay
a
off.
gold and come back and get a gold 50 or something, you know?
That is a fair point. To that point,
So wait, I'm thinking about the logic of this here. The only way this is gonna work in this situation is if one of the rifts is in the past, and you know it's doing well now, because otherwise the rift goes away and you can't go back to the future and get
Right.
the money.
Right, but I'm saying if you know that Tony's Tacos in 20, 30 years is still going to be successful, you could be an earlier investor of that. And even if you're not claiming the money in 20, 30 years, you could come back in 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, like that would be the idea. You could collect like 1% of business revenue.
We
It's
know
a
it
whole
will be
thing.
an upward trend.
Correct.
I'd like to buy. I'd like each of us to buy a 5% share. Of,
We're going to be the
Uh,
reason that it's
so
successful in the
because-
future. It would have failed
Correct.
without.
Correct.
While I hear all of your wonderful ideas to exploit our little trip through time for profit, where are we going to get gold for investment? How much gold, just generally asking the group, do we all have in our pockets? Right.
I could plant you
Or-
guys as audience members in my arena, and we could all bet on different fighters, and we could walk
And
away
rig
with
the
some
fights.
money.
And gambling seems like a bad choice of acquiring.
I am very good at gambling.
I
I have a
also have
50%
experience
rate.
with success.
2.
50% win rate is high on
I have
blackjack.
A
but-
100% success rate.
I think I might start walking towards that armor vendor that you talked to and see if we can pass any of the shops along the way. Maybe I start making deals.
All right. I'm gonna say you all start walking generally that direction. I think that is where we're gonna end this week's episode, and you all level up.
Yes!
Fucking God.
Ooh!
Let's go.
I want to be level 3 forever.
Let's go. Fucking Ren can be level 3 forever. The rest.
The rest of you level
We're
up.
walking-
Ren is still level 3.
We're gonna walk into like a basic bitch cave in 4 months, and I'm just gonna die to a bat.
Accurate.
Oh,
session, everybody.
baby. Get ready for those berries.
I think mine just blipped out of existence.
What?
Oh yeah, because you didn't get a refreshed one, so the one
it
from the
would've-
previous morning
Oh,
would be
yeah, sure. I'll give you and Eb each a berry, actually, upon our morning meeting. It got a little heated, so I forgot.
Foster, I need to talk to you in DMs. Ryan, do you want to end the episode? Question mark.
Yeah.
All right, beatbox us out, guys.
Good rap on everything.